Vanny, bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone! I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Let me explain something to you. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude.
No one is to stone anyone until I blow this whistle.
You can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Lord, you can imagine where it goes from here.
Three, two, one. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Zedos Game Podcast. My name is Joseph Buchanan and joining me today is Leo Van-Dammage.
Hello everybody, how the devil are you today? Sorry, Manstar, I'm good. I'm all good from I'm coming here from you from my lovely seat as always.
Yes.
The Zedos gang headquarters, but yeah, all good.
Good stuff. And we have sitting next to him Sacha Allari. How are you doing today?
Hi.
Oh, is that your Fifth Element thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so straight into it. We'll go for the trailers that dropped this week, and we'll start off with The Seven Sisters, which stars Noomi Rapace and William Dafoe. And what's the other name? Glenn Close. Yes, Glenn Close is also in this.
Meryl Streep.
No, that's Glenn Close.
Huh?
Glenn Close.
Really?
Yes. It's Glenn Close, man. You're talking about
The chick.
yeah,
The old chick.
yeah, Glenn Close. That's Glenn Close.
Really? That looks like Meryl Streep.
That's Glenn Close.
Oh, I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me just find the place though.
No,
just to double
yeah,
check.
you're absolutely right. I'm absolutely wrong.
Yeah,
Forget what
Glenn
I'm
Close.
saying. Forget what I'm saying.
Yeah, so this film's called The Seven Sisters, and I'm gonna give my rough. I'm gonna give my thoughts on the trailer. This film looks brilliant. This is exactly what Noomi Rapace does. She's playing seven. She's playing seven versions of herself, or seven sisters. And just have you seen Orphan Black?
I have heard of its splendor, but I have not had the pleasure.
Okay, so the closest thing to this is Orphan Black in the sense that one actress is playing multiple characters, and if any actress in the world has it, it's Noomi Rapace. I'm being biased because I like her, but she's a really good actress, and she from this trailer she seems to pull it off very well. All of the sisters that she's playing are uniquely different in some physical way or unique way or whatever, and from what I can understand that there's like a cap on how many children you can have in this future world, and just her being around is illegal, so she has to. What William Dafoe has devised is that she'll go to work, like I don't know how many days a week she goes to work, but they'll all dress up as this one identity, and that identity has a particular name, and they all go out on the day of their names, or they're all called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so on and so on, and so they go out on the day of their name so they can all see the world to a degree, and but one of them gets kidnapped, and excitement exudes from there. So what do you think of this?
I like it. I like Noomi Rapace.
Yes.
I think she's a bit of a smoke show, so that's all 7 of her is always good. I thought this was a Luc Besson thing because it's very much Luc Besson-y.
Yeah, it looks very much in
he
his
likes very
style.
powerful feminine characters as well. So
Yeah.
and I'm also getting a bit of an Equilibrium vibe from it.
Yeah, a little bit.
But no, yeah, it looks good. I'd definitely check this out. Looks pretty badass, to be fair. In my head, I genuinely thought he was going to train to be assassins first, like,
Because that's the
because that's the way it kind of started. I was like, is this going to be like some Dark Angel shit?
Oh right, yeah.
He's going to take the young kid and train to, or like Hannah, that film Hannah.
Oh yeah. I really like that film.
That little girl and Eric Bana. But yeah, no, this is good, man. I'll definitely check this out. Kind of interested to see how it all plays out, and yeah, cool.
Saj?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, there you go. Is that it? Is that all you're gonna fucking say? Yeah. You know why he's doing that? Is because we fucking ripped on him earlier about running. Now he's being a bitch.
Right. Okay, next trailer is oh gosh. Okay, up. Next trailer is Black Panther.
So you said you didn't like the last shot of this?
Nah. No, not at all. I do like the trailer. It's for introduction to the character. It's freaking cool. And seeing the world he comes from, it's cool.
I'm a bit confused though. Just maybe Satch or you can enlighten me here. So he's asking him. What's his name? Andy Serkis is asking him, do you know about Wakanda? And he says, he goes, oh yeah, with clothes, textiles, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, but I'm the only one that's been. So, well, hold on. Does Wakanda exist but not exist in this universe, or what's the deal?
I'm guessing it's some kind of you just can't find it on the map or from satellite.
No, but in the comic books and animated show and stuff, you'll find that they don't like outsiders.
Right.
So no outsiders generally get into Wakanda unless invited or, what.
Yeah, but what he's saying is that what they see is a front. So if they wanted to find it, they would, but they clearly can't. So hence why I said that they can't find it from satellite or.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying that no one can find it.
But
I'm saying
he
that
must be exporting though, because he says, textile.
Well, that's his character. Yeah. That's his character because he is an exporter. That's why Ultron goes to speak to him, because he has the stuff that he needs to whatever. Ultron,
no, but what I mean is that they're not just a nation, like, you know how he says like El Dorado, yeah? So if you know the story about El Dorado, the city of gold.
Yeah, secret kind of thing.
Yeah, but they're not, because obviously in this trailer you see him standing up and addressing the world.
Yeah.
And obviously they have his father is well known because previous to that in Age of in Civil War,
I'm with
he's
you.
in that too, right?
I'm with you on that, because there is a bit of confusion, because even I can't make sense of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By that statement there. But by what I remember from the comic books, no one could get into Wakanda unless they want you to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my understanding of the comic books. Obviously, like, the Avengers came and like went to town in that place, especially Hulk, when he destroyed that building. But we need to know more in context of the movie and stuff.
Is that where they stored the Hulk?
So, stored? No.
What did they hide at the end of Civil War?
Oh no, that's what they hid. That's where Winter Soldier's hidden.
Right, yeah, I can't remember, that's why. And I'm also curious, can anybody tell me what Michael B. Jordan is playing in this movie? Is he playing good guy or bad guy?
He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's the antagonist.
That'd be interesting. It'd be nice to see him play a bad guy. I haven't seen him do that in a while. Yeah, this is good, man. It's good to see. It's good. I'm interested to see how Hollywood,
I'm interested to see how
all black actors.
To be honest, I think America will treat this the same way America has always treated films like this. But I want to see how it does run, because I think that's more important, how the world sees it. And so
I think the world will embrace it. I'd embrace it. This was like a fucking badass movie. But then again, I look at it as like, it's just a fucking movie. Exactly,
because we're cultured.
Yeah. Places like Eastern Europe and Russia won't give a shit. This film will not fly.
Oh no, of course not.
That shit go. He's like, Wakanda, something I put in my sauce. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, no meaning to insult anyone, but if you just read the statistics on all black cast films in Europe, it's there for you. They don't resonate. I mean, they had to put on Brad Pitt on the front of 12 Years a Slave for it to sell in Italy. So
still haven't watched that film.
You only watch it once.
That's why I haven't watched that film. Because people are like, yeah, it's fucking hard going.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, hard to watch.
It's like I can't watch Passion of the Christ because I'm like, you know what? It's like I watch horror films, but it's classed as a slash film. I don't want to watch a drama.
Passion of the Christ is classed.
No, I watch horror films that are classed as like
right.
a horror film. It's a slasher movie, right?
Gotcha.
But Passion of the Christ is like a dramatization film.
Yeah.
And then I watch it, I'm like, oh, this is just unnecessary level of violence in this film.
But
and then, like, is it worse in 12 Years a Slave?
I can't say it's worse, but it's any kind of
powerful.
It's what it's really hard to explain. I can't summarize it in full words, but it's you'll be watching this thing that what people actually did this to other people.
Oh yeah, they did that shit. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and you just. You struggle to.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, okay. Let's before we go down a tangent.
Yeah.
I ultimately, hopefully, this film gets embraced. But I'm completely down to watch this film. I think it's fucking, barring the last thing you said about, I mean, I quite like that slow motion shot. I get why you didn't like it.
It's
but
look, if you're gonna introduce something like Black Panther, I mean, okay, bar the Matrix. When we first saw it the first time, you went, oh my god! And then every other film since The Matrix has done it. And
you just think there could have been a better ending for the trailer than
especially
just the slow-mo.
And especially if you introduce it as Colin, I expressed to Colin that I didn't like this part, and he kind of agreed with me.
Yeah.
And he said that if it was like a whole series of cars instead of just one or something, just something that I've seen that shot before. I don't care for it, and I think they could have ended that a lot better. I mean, even in Spider-Man, there are better ending shots than this. But it's a teaser trailer. To be quite
honest, bullet time's the only thing I'd like to see is in Spider-Man, because it has a story kind of reason for it with the spider sense tingling and stuff. You know what I mean?
And Flash.
And Flash as well. Yeah, and Flash. I'll give you Flash, and even Superman.
But fuck Superman. I'm a huge Superman fan, but fuck what they brought out recently. Flash. Anyway, let's keep it Black Panther. Yeah. Go on, Sacha. You saying?
No, yeah, I quite dig the trailer. I'm
fucking digging the character.
Yeah, same here.
I don't really know a lot about Black Panther, but when I saw him in Civil War chasing down fucking Winter Soldier, I was like, dude, this dude's badass, man. Because he's like, is that a cybernetic suit or something? Or is he just genetically predisposed to be able to run like that?
It's made out of not adamantium.
Vibranium. And plus, like, he takes.
The only reason they use that phrase is because they can't see adamantium.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, because of Fox.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's if I remember correctly.
Is that dude from Get Out?
Yeah.
He's British, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you know where I first saw that guy in oh gosh, he used to do the he used to be on that comedy show with he was called Parking Patawayo, and he was this African guy that used to give people parking tickets when they weren't suspecting it. So they would park in this place where they didn't think they would get one, but he was hello, Parking Pataway, you've seen someone that you're going to give a ticket to, haven't you? And you'll just do, it's almost like a kid's show, but anyway, that's why I first saw it.
By any chance, was it Harry and Paul?
Yes. The Harry and Paul something show, but yeah, that's why I first saw him. But he's just blown up now. He's everywhere. I see him all the time.
Well, he was in fucking Johnny English. You know.
I didn't know that.
He's in Johnny English. It's Sicario.
Yeah, I saw him in Sicario. Yeah.
And Kick-Ass 2.
Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah, Black Death.
Oh yeah.
Black Death.
Who knew?
It's freaking awesome.
Who does it? And obviously Get Out. Those are his like main roles that he's in. But obviously in this he's in Black Panther. He's going to be in Watership Down.
Oh, brilliant!
The remake,
Jeez.
yeah. He's in a film called Date Night. Welcome to the Punch, which I haven't seen, which I want to watch.
I really like that film.
Is it good? I haven't checked it out.
it.
I want to check out. And he plays a guy called Mabwana in Jonah, which is my son's name.
Oh, wait.
And a few other things he's done. I think he's done a few shorts since Rudy Hell's It's Harry and Paul, is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Parking Pataweo. He must be old then, this dude. Fuck. He must be older than... Yeah, but that saying, black don't crack. So.
That Harry and Paul show was only a few years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, like, fucking Johnny English was... it was 11.
Which Johnny English was it?
The second one.
Okay, well, I was at CP when that came out, so that was around 2010, 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he looks like he's fucking, like, a little bit younger than me.
He's probably the same age as me.
29, so yeah.
He's probably the same age as me.
Yeah, fucking black don't crack. You look younger than me. You lucky bastard.
Well, anyway, Black Panther, it looks good. Besides the unique use of bullet time, I think this looks... I can't wait to see this film.
Yeah, this looks good.
This looks really good.
And the thing is, it's not that I can't wait to see it because it's an all-star black cast or because of, like, it's promoted. It's just because this looks fucking badass, that's why. Like,
yeah.
And that's what I don't want there to be a thing about. Like, some people will make a fucking thing about it. Like, oh, yeah, well, people only like it. Like, you know how they said about Obama? They only like it because he's black and he's fancy to like him because he's black. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because... inevitably, this is gonna happen.
I know.
People are gonna make it about people's skin tone, and you shouldn't fucking make it about people's skin tone.
Do you remember
fucking bigots?
Do you remember when Denzel Washington won his Academy Award?
Yeah, he should have won it for something else, but he won it for Training Day.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Yeah, he won it for being a fucking criminal." It's like, anyway,
you can't win.
This particular movie, I mean, there are some films that are about race, like 12 Years a Slave and things like that, but this particular movie is not about race. It's about fucking Black Panther. It's a comic book character. So let's not be racist and bigots, and if you are, you know where to find me. And, fucking throw you a beating.
Okay, on to the next trailer, which is the Hayden Christensen film.
So you two mentioned something quite important about this. You said that he's actually top billed.
Yeah, his name never comes... Well, if Bruce Willis is in the film, his name would usually come first.
Yeah.
It would show up first. It doesn't matter if he's in it for 2 minutes or the duration. His name comes up first. That's gold, universal gold. Hayden Christensen's name came up before Bruce Willis's name.
So I saw something about this before this film was released, or any news about it was released, where I think Hayden Christensen bought like a farm somewhere.
Okay.
He kind of just stepped out of the limelight. He's like, after Sand being coarse, he decided that he was like, I'm just gonna. That's an Attack of Clones. That's Attack of Clones. Attack of Clones joke if people don't know it, but when he played Anakin Skywalker, ruining Saga. Basically, he grew up, he took a farm, he got a bit of a farm, he fucked off, he was like, I'm done for a little bit. And then he's been heavily involved with the making of this movie. And then I think maybe credibility added to bring Bruce Willis on. Maybe Bruce Willis feels sorry for him. Maybe Bruce was like, I'll let you.
Or maybe he was just cast, and maybe Bruce Willis is in this movie for 5 minutes, and he's supporting.
Possibly.
Yeah, but even when that happens,
this is why
they're never top billed. It's like and Bruce Willis.
Well,
really? Is it?
Yes.
Well, I worked on the Bruce Willis film a few years ago.
Check that Prometheus poster there. It's going to say and Guy Pearce.
If not, it doesn't say anyone. But you mean in the bottom credits?
Yeah. So. Okay, it's and Charlize Theron, but okay,
Yeah, but Charlize Theron's more famous than all of them. So she's probably the richest person on that set. I guarantee she's got more money than Guy Pearce.
Yeah, I agree.
And she's way hotter. Anyway, way hotter. Like, she put prosthetics on Guy Pearce, he looks like shit. Put prosthetics on how you get Monster, he still would because it's Charlize Theron. This film looks good. I'm actually quite surprised by it.
It does look good.
It reminds me a little bit of a film called Homefront with Jason Statham.
Oh, I never saw that. I heard it was good though.
Jason Statham and who played Lois Lane in the shitty Superman film? People are gonna be so upset that I can't remember this.
Oh, Kate Bosworth.
That's it. I was thinking in my head, I was going Blue Crush.
That film was shit.
No, I like that film.
Fuck that.
I like that film. I like
Homefront?
No, Blue Crush. I don't mind Blue. I like surfing films, man. I'm down with it. I'm down with that chill vibe.
Yeah.
Surfing films, like fuck it. Even like Lilo and Stitch, that's technically kind of got lots of.
Yeah.
Why you're stretching there, man?
No, Point Break. Fuck you, dude. I go all the way. Do you keep going? North Shore. Come on, where are you going here? I just named 4 films where surfing is a predominant factor in those films. Anyway, Kate Bosworth. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Homefront. But yeah, I'm down for it, man. I'm down to see where it goes. I'm not mad at the girl with the glasses either. Who's the chick in this? Who's the wife?
I could not tell you that. But yeah, again, Hayden Christensen. Ever since Star Wars Celebration, he's just popped back up because he's in 3 films now.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing he's gonna show up as a Force Ghost in Star Wars.
So he's got what? Little Italy, Numb at the Edge of the End, and.
So you think he's going to show up in the new Star Wars?
Oh yeah.
That's not showing in his upcoming work though.
I mean, I've heard rumours about that since 7, to be honest. And hell, when they were making 7, there's even artwork in there, in the art of Episode 7, showing a Vader, Anakin, Force Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
That was been there when Lucas wrote his tidbits and stuff. So I don't know what the deal is. I think if they do it, it's just a way just to connect the prequels. You know, did the tops at the top of the hat to the prequels, to be quite honest. To go, hey, look, they exist. You got to deal with it and shut the fuck up.
I don't think people hate it as much as you think you do.
Yeah.
That you do, but
no, people don't, because now we got a generation of Star Wars fans that love them.
Yeah, well, this is what I mean.
Because they grew up with them. So, you know,
it's just
the older people need to like just chill out a bit more.
Well, again, I don't have a problem with them, but
yeah,
it's like when you were growing up and you liked Star Wars, the original episodes, and the adults of that era was like, "The fuck is this?
Yeah,
was this some dog flying a machine and some guy with a light sword? What the actual fuck is going on?" They just won't understand it, and it's like okay, we're getting into a whole different debate here.
That's a different debate, and we've covered it like bare times. So, anyway, back to Hayden Christensen. It's good that he's got work. I like the trailer. I'm intrigued. Tickle me intrigued.
Interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
but he's clearly just seeing him at Star Wars Celebration. He's got I'm past this now. I'm cool with it. People hate me. People hate me. If they don't, they don't. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah,
and he's just doing his thing now, and to be honest, if the more films that he does distances him away from
those films, the better.
His performance from those films, then it would be better for him. So that's my 8 cents on that, or 2 pence, because we live in the UK. God damn it. And so again, this film looks good. I don't know when it comes out.
16 pence. No, I don't know the ratio with pence, but anyway.
What do you mean?
I was just being a dick.
About what?
About like cash conversion.
Oh, yeah. So on the flip side of that, my biggest surprise of that last film, before you moved on, was that Honda do a pickup truck that hasn't been released in the UK. It's called the Ridgeline. Interesting.
But pickup trucks in the UK, come on, man.
Yeah, Sacha's just seen something on my phone. Is it good? Have you seen this?
No, I saw the trailer ages ago.
Is it good? I haven't watched it yet.
The trailer's a joke.
I've just put it on my list. A film called Southern Fury.
It's some Nick Cage action film.
Nick Cage action film. But you know the reason it got my interest in it? It's got fucking the dude from Entourage. That's why I was
the main guy.
Yeah.
Forgotten his name now.
Sorry,
tangent.
Who's the name you always remember from Entourage?
Ari Gold.
That's it. Ari Gold.
Or Drama.
No, fuck Drama. Ari Gold.
Fuck Drama.
Fuck
Victory!
Drama. Fuck Drama. Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven. Anyway, Coco.
Okay, so next trailer is Coco. I don't really have much to say about this, because Pixar.
Do you know the story behind this?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop some education on you motherfuckers. Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, is a Mexican holiday. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that.
You're looking at me blankly right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Dia de los Muertos means Day of the Dead.
Okay.
Yeah? It's a Mexican holiday.
Yeah.
It's a really big holiday.
Once
right?
upon a time in Mexico, that's what they were celebrating when they did all that shit.
So the mask, the way the skeletons are done with the little patterns around the eyes and stuff, right? That's they're called Mexican death masks, and people wear them and they celebrate and they go to the.
Is that a Mayan thing?
Huh?
Is that?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
But all I know is it's a Mexican thing. You see how like the pattern is, and they're very like playful. And there's patterns and paintings on the faces.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead is a very big thing.
That's why I asked if it was a Mayan thing.
No, I think it's a Mexican. I think it's an Aztec.
I
don't know.
That's what I mean. That's Mayan.
I don't know. I'm not too sure, but. Anyway, the point is Mexican celebrate here. It's a big, huge thing, they celebrate it every year, and then they go to the graves and they sit with the graves and they talk to their dead relatives, and the dead relatives can obviously supposedly maybe speak to them back and send a message and blessings and all that. It's a big thing, which I'm actually really surprised about, that Disney and Pixar have gone down this road.
I'm not surprised that Pixar have. I'm surprised that Disney have.
But they've gone down this road, which is like a predominantly like quite a morbid holiday. If you think about it, obviously it's quite a lovely thing as well, because it's big, huge celebrations and stuff like that. But it's still death. Maybe but then Disney has always rode that fine line with educating children about death, with Bambi and Simba and all that stuff. So they've always ridden that fine line. Maybe this is them doing it again. I don't know. Also. Loving this film. The trailer looks great. The animation on it looks great. Story looks great. It looks quite funny. And the little jaw drop thing at the end, that's perfect. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be good. I mean, like they're starting to do this quite a lot now. I don't know if you've noticed, Disney has started to culturally appropriate their films, because the last one they did was Moana, which is very much for the Hawaiian, Maori, Tonga, Fiji, those kind of people, to appease that culture. Very left field, but
it's a great film.
And then they obviously had like the Black Princess a few years prior to this.
Princess on the Frog.
So they had that. They had Black, and people were like, "Oh, the Black Princess." So
people went nuts.
Why would they? Fuck them.
It was a good film.
I haven't seen it, but apparently it was a good film. Fuck it, like, this is different.
You know what upset me about Princess and the Frog? That no motherfucker went and saw it.
Yeah, because it's a black princess.
and it put the nail in the coffin for 2D animation.
I haven't seen it mainly just because I didn't get around to it. I had no interest. There was nothing that sparked my interest in it. It had nothing to do with the fact that it was a black princess. I just didn't really care. There was a lot of films that come out that I just don't care about, and then people say, you should watch it, and I don't really give a shit. This looks funny. And it just looks like it genuinely will be funny for me to watch. I'll check it out, man.
But 2D animation was dying in this country for a long time before.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the whole thing was that Princess and the Frog was supposed to be Disney's crack at the whip to try and revive it, because they hadn't done one in so long. And their business model was to do a 2D animation one every 4 years.
Right.
It's been 8. So they've obviously shelved that idea because it wasn't profitable to them, and the shift in modern day audiences not really going to watch 2D films at the theatres, unless it's a re-release of The Lion King.
But I mean,
sure you would go see that,
and people paid for it, hand over fist.
But okay, you say that, but you'll have films like SpongeBob that's still 2D.
Live action animation with a whiff of 2D.
Still 2D,
but it's not 2D really anymore, because it's like 3D. It's 3D-ish now. And there are certain things like maybe in TV 2D still works. But in movies, it's starting to die out.
I mean, okay. You look at the Japanese, and there was a film that was released last week called
Red Turtle?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's 2D, and the Japanese have still got a lock on.
Oh yeah, they
2D
do.
animation.
Yeah, but it's a different market.
I know, but all my argument on this is that it's not dead in some regions. Is that it's
for sure. But then, like, anime is predominantly
2D usually.
Predominantly 2D, and always has been, always probably will be. I mean, they have tried to venture out into the 3D realms with like things like Appleseed, Ex Machina, and stuff like that. And there's a few on Netflix and Crunchyroll that I haven't seen yet, but predominantly it's going to be 2D. You know why? Because you can still whip out some fantastic animation, some fantastic work on low cost.
Yeah.
You know, like 3D animation takes a lot of fucking work, takes a lot more money. You know, look at the Tigger movie. That film cost them what? $3 million to make?
Yeah.
$30 fucking $1 million. It's a fucking 2D animation. But that's kind of like...
Oh yeah, there was a Tigger movie. Sorry, I completely forgot about that.
Like, you know, like the cost on that was minimal and they made fucking shitloads of money. But now, obviously, the demand is higher for
3D
animations. So all of a sudden, people just give a shit about that sort of stuff now. Hence, like, you know, I'm still shocked. I still watch the song for Moana. Maybe it's good to say you're welcome. You know the song?
I've not seen Moana.
Oh, you haven't seen Moana? Okay,
the one with the Rock is...
With the Rock is singing, right? Okay. Nothing to say except you're welcome.
Yeah.
That song, when I look at the way they've animated Maui's hair, like his character's hair and the girl's hair, I'm like, that's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Like, really legit, like, very impressively done. And obviously, like, I still go back to watching fucking Monsters, Inc. Yeah. And I see, like, when that was the first time they redefined hair. Like, that was the milestone. They were like, we've created this new thing where hair moves independently.
Yeah.
And you can fucking, on Sully, like, you can see it.
Yeah.
And, like, you could have just not done that. We wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
But they went the extra mile to do it. And you're like, that is fucking so good. And it just adds that little extra. And I can see that in this, like, in this Coco film, like, they've taken the time to, like, we're not going to make the skulls. We're going to make them skulls, but in the form of the death mask that's a little bit more animated, because you can't fucking just start showing skulls for children. Just get the shit out of it. So, yeah, I don't know. This, like, fucking going off of how great Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, they all are, this looks fucking good. This is really good. And I mean, it's always good to have good animation, but if you've got shit comedy, then it's crap. But if you've got great comedy that goes, this is why Incredibles works, this is why here's fucking 2D, Lilo and Stitch, that's 2D, that's one of my most favourite animated movies of all time. Lilo and Stitch has 3D elements.
I mean, most things do.
But it's funny. You know, and this like got us all three with the jaw drop at the end. That was fucking hilarious. And I'm sure that's not even the best part of this movie. I'm sure, like, because there's skeletons, there's going to be loads of things. I can see the dog possibly getting involved because of bones, you know? So, definitely. It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to stop ranting. Go ahead, Satch. Anything you want to say?
No, I got nothing there.
I got nothing.
Yeah, again, Disney, Pixar. I haven't really seen that many Disney films of late. I think the last Disney film I saw, or Pixar film I saw, was The Incredibles.
Really?
Did you not come to see Wreck-It Ralph?
That wasn't. I'm talking about Pixar films.
Pixar only.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
Was Bolt a Pixar movie?
No, that's Disney.
I didn't
like
see
Bolt. That was good.
The Bolt was.
Bolt's good. Do you remember the story behind DreamWorks just being like, "Fuck you, Disney"?
Yeah. You mean
back in the early 2000s
when they were good?
99, when they made Shrek. So my girlfriend didn't know that, and we just recently saw that Shrek was on Netflix. So we put it on. And I was like, oh yeah, it'd fucking be good. And I was with my sons, and so we thought we'd put Shrek on because there's loads of adult jokes in there, like Lord Fuckwad, little things like that. So you're like, I didn't quite notice that first time I saw it, because I was still in high school when that film came out. But like, what I forgot was that at the time, DreamWorks had gone fuck you to Disney, and then they literally made a fuck you to Disney when they would like taking all the characters like Pinocchio, and he's like, oh, a real boy, and his nose grows, and like sell this fairy tale character for 2 shillings or whatever. And I was like, and I had to explain it to her, like, at the time this was all going on, so this was their version of saying, well, fuck you to Disney.
Well, it wasn't just that, it was more of a personal thing, because all those animators at DreamWorks at the time, they're all ex-Disney animators during the 2D era especially. And when Michael Eisner, the CEO of Disney, was like, 2D animation needs to die, put them all out of work, etc. So like, fine, we'll make DreamWorks. And that's what they did. They made Ants. They came out.
Well, they worked together for a while.
Yeah, they did for years. While they were working at Disney as animators and stuff.
And it's a shame, man. But then you got a great rivalry. I mean, what has DreamWorks done animated movie wise recently? You should fucking know.
I should, but I don't watch any of these films anymore because half of them are shit. I only watch Pixar stuff because Pixar do the great stuff. I don't know.
But Shrek has not aged well.
Oh,
Has
really?
it not? Oh wow, I haven't seen it in years.
I struggled to rationalize me like the graphics on it because I was like, well, maybe they were doing it just to look like they were doing it to make it look like the characters were cartoony,
right?
Like the human characters were cartoony, and Lord Farquaad definitely for sure. But like some of the other characters, like just didn't seem right. And then obviously I've seen the later versions and I've gone, oh, they've brushed it up here and here and here. Anyway, this going back to Coco because we keep tangenting. Going back to Coco, it does look really good, and the animation looks spot on and it looks funny. So when's it due to release? Does it say a date or?
They usually release in America before they ever come out here. But as for now, I don't really have a.
And it's made by
November 22nd.
November, yeah. Good. So they're gonna hit that. Gonna try to capitalize just for the Christmas.
Yeah.
And then you've also got like the people that made Finding Dory. I haven't actually seen Finding Dory.
I've not seen that either.
I've seen Finding Nemo. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, it's good. Film.
But yeah, Finding Dory. I'm sure it's great too. Obviously, so people rave about it.
The first time I saw Finding Nemo was at his place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding Dory was one of the first. Finding Nemo was one of the first pirate films I ever downloaded in my youth.
Oh, nice.
Was one of the first, in my youth. I remember that shit. I was using Kazaa.
What's Kazaa?
Exactly. It was like LimeWire, but gave your computer AIDS.
What's LimeWire?
Did you never do peer-to-peer downloading? No? Oh, you're lucky. You always did torrents, yeah?
I never did anything.
Even did that shit. Oh, well then, mate, my friend, you're good. You never risked giving your computer AIDS for a song. That's what it basically. You're like, oh, download this song. It's like 3,000 kilobytes, and but it was always like, oh shit, am I gonna give my computer AIDS?
Okay, so I always heard about people doing that, but I had no interest in doing it. So.
But it didn't matter because your MP3 player could only hold like 10 songs anyway. So what was the fucking point?
Back then, I had a mini disc.
I didn't have a mini disc.
Yeah, I was very old school. I was just completely different to everyone, man. I just did my own thing. But anyway, yeah. Next film is. What is the next film?
I see it, son.
No,
American Made.
American Made. Yeah. Okay, so this trailer's awesome.
Tom Cruise, no dip.
Tom Cruise. In fact, this was the right time for him to do this type of film, in the sense that it's not Mission Impossible, it's not Jack Reacher, it's not The Mummy, it's not a big blockbuster film. It's not particularly a simple story, but it's a more grounded story than any of those other films.
How ironic that you say grounded and he's a pilot. How ironic.
I didn't mean to go for that pun, but
yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I do. I like this. I like Tom Cruise, man. Fuck what everybody else says. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan.
I don't think anyone really hates Tom Cruise anymore.
Yeah, well, there are people that do. Leah Remini hates it.
Who's that?
She just. She's the wife in King of Queens.
Oh, fuck her.
Yeah, but well, mate, don't fuck her because you would because she's pretty hot, but she's a cougar. But she just left Scientology.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
but
so she fucking hates it. But so I'm just saying.
Of course you would.
Yeah, because she's ex-Scientologist. But this film looks fucking good. Especially
Amrita doesn't like it. Amrita doesn't like him.
Ah, man, you know what? Don't fucking tell me that because I really
Amrita?
like Amrita. Yeah. Don't say that to me because I really like Amrita and I don't want to lose any respect.
Why does she not like him?
Oh, no, you got to ask her that.
I'm sure she has her valid reasons.
When she told you that, you didn't thing to ask.
Why should I care? Because that's her opinion. I respect her opinion. But she's obviously in the wrong. Just saying.
Yeah. This is what I mean. You just said, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, Amrita is such a nice fucking girl. Yeah. Like, she's just the nicest person.
That's why I would ask.
So if there's a reason she doesn't like him, he's probably a demon.
Yeah.
And we should call the people police, because...
But the thing is, the reason why I would ask her, I would there's some people that will say things to me that, cool, and just go about my business. But for Amrita, I was going, really? Why? And because it's not like he's not a bad actor. He's got the Oscar to prove that he's a good actor.
What did he win the Oscar for? Was it Last Samurai?
No,
No.
it was Born on the 4th of July, I think.
It was either that or it was Rain Man. I can't remember.
Yeah, you're right.
It's Rain
it
Man.
is either one of those
like
two.
It would be right.
But yeah, no.
But he's not bad. He's just once you do your Oscar stuff, you just okay. Well, this is what I really want to do in Hollywood. That's what he's done.
Yeah, but even the stuff that he really wants to do is just so successful. He's such a smart actor when he picks films.
Yeah, exactly. And
he just picks the right ones. He's like, this is the one I'm going to pick. He relies on his star power. He makes sure it's a very... There's no lot of moving parts. I mean, I very much wavered on Vanilla Sky because I had a lot of moving parts. But when you watch his other films, they're very, very cut and dry. A to B, very easily pleasing the audience. Not a lot to have to follow, not a lot of moving parts. And then you're like, yeah, cool. Maybe... I think moving parts wise, Mission Impossible 1 had you guessing all the time.
Yeah.
But
that's what I loved about it.
It got a lot simpler as they progressed.
It needed to be honest, because that was the in America, that was the complaint that the story was far too complex for the audience. Hence, Mission Impossible 2, which was.
I fucking remember waiting for Mission like a year for that to come out on tape.
Oh really?
Yeah. When I was a kid, because obviously I wasn't old enough to watch it. Mm-hmm. I used to watch the TV show.
Oh, well, wow.
When I was a kid, yeah. Like
so did I.
Syndicated reruns of the TV show.
I love that TV show.
And I was like, oh, there's going to be a fucking movie and Tom Cruise from Top Gun's going to be in it. But I was like, that guy from Top Gun, so I really want to watch this. And then I had to wait forever. Because obviously I was never going to get in the cinema, because I was still in primary school when this was
freaking hell.
So
I think I just finished school.
Yeah, you're a few years older than me, but it still looks like a good film. I'm down with it, especially off the back of like people liking all this like Narcos kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think this film's definitely different pace for Cruise in his current filmography, because he's been in the bigger stuff lately, and this is a little bit of a smaller picture, more like a Scorsese kind of film, if you know what I mean, because it's taken a historical figure and
reminds me of Blow.
Totally reminds me of Blow as well when you say that.
Hats off to Doug Liman as well, because I didn't think he would ever do a film like this.
Yeah.
Who?
Is it Doug Liman doing this?
Yeah.
What else has he done?
Doug Liman's a fantastic director. He did The Bourne Identity, he did Swingers, he did
Swingers?
Yeah,
I thought that was Jon Favreau.
No.
John Favreau wrote it. He directed
that was his first film.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
That was his first film. They're best friends, and then like they went off their separate direction. This guy became Mr. Bourne Identity because he did the first one. He's a producer on the other ones, but he did the first one, and then he did Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He's done. What else has he done? I'm saying this off the top of my head.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
That's how he joined the Cruise Control Club, and now obviously he did Cruise's film. This is very much more a Doug Liman film, though. If you look at the style and stuff, so I think it's gonna be great, to be honest. And you got Donald Gleason in there. Yeah, and I like this.
Money.
And I like this because it's Tom Cruise doing this kind of film.
Yeah.
Because it's very rare when he does this kind of film. Last time I saw him do this kind of film was when he used to team up with Oliver Stone.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
That Tom Cruise has not been about
for years.
What film did he team up with Oliver Stone? I can't remember.
Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's been another one, but
there is another one.
Spitballing off the top of my head there. And
A Few Good Men. No. A Few Good Men was.
Stone. Now I am going to look it up, but yeah, I just think it's a good move, because a role like this kind of reminds you that he's not just a big blockbuster star. He's a fucking actor that can own. You know what I mean? And yeah, man.
Yeah. I can't wait to see this, and it's not too long to wait. September 29th. So
September,
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so that's the end of the trailers, and we onto our first news topic, which is Well, I'm going to start off with the sad news, and that's that Adam West. If no one does know that Adam West has died. I'm not sure what he died of, but
leukemia.
Everyone's dying of cancer.
No, leukemia.
Leukemia is a form of cancer.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying everyone's dying of cancer.
Oh, I thought you said. I thought he died from cancer. I was like, is this guy stupid?
No, I was just saying that the last three big name stars that have died is cancer related.
Who's the other ones?
Who died last week? I can't name anything at the top of my head,
So
but
you're just chatting bare shit right now.
let's find out. Let's do this.
Well, there's dead air. No, he only did Born on the 4th of July with
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone. But, you know, hey, at least he's back in the fray. But yeah, it's a real shame, man. I mean, Batman is dead. The Batman. First we lose Roger Moore, now we lose Joke Batman.
Yeah, Roger Moore died of a cancer-related disease.
And you know,
it was AIDS because he fucked so much pussy.
You can say that about Sean Connery as well.
Yeah, but Sean Connery's
not dead.
He's not dead.
Yeah, no,
Sean Connery's still slapping wives.
I knew that was going to come up.
He's still slapping women in the face. His first ever is like one firm slap to the face, just show him his boss. What a G.
Wow.
He does not give a fuck. And that's why it's like, that's why you take like a feminist who's chat shit and you just want to be like, well, we'd like to bring our representative up for the male race. Sean Connery, come up, take the stage. And he'll go, one firm slap, that's all you need.
It's the way you said it to he just didn't care.
She didn't give a fuck. He was like, no, I haven't changed my stance on that at all. Because he's like, have you changed your stance on that since you said about that last time? Nope. Like, nope, I still believe that. Firm slap, show him, like, because, you know, women, they push you, you know? And it's like, I'm not saying you need to go out and fucking smack a bitch, but I still think that's fucking hilarious.
It's because he's from a particular era, and two, he's unapologetic.
Yeah, he does not give a fuck. He's got this like mild late 90s feminist chick in front of him trying to spout that bullshit, and he's like, nope, not having it. I don't give a fuck. And the thing is, even probably to this day, someone's like, have you changed your mind? Nope. But then he's been married to his wife for like 43 fucking years or something.
Yeah, I know.
So it must maybe the case.
I'm not. Again, we're not condoning anything to anyone, but. His marriage has lasted. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's got that shit on the lock.
So back to Batman.
Well, we've been trying to kill dead air until your man can find that he was making.
We found two.
Who are the two? So we got Adam West
and James Bond.
Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so
yeah, I mean,
it's quite sad.
Yeah.
To see him go down the way he did.
You know what though? He
was meant to be at Comic-Con this year, so I was quite upset about. I was going to see if I can meet the man, the legend, the myth. But you know what? He kept working.
Yeah, totally.
So he was doing
Family Guy.
He was doing Family Guy as Adam West,
playing himself.
You know, and yeah, it's good for him, man.
So
Ralph Garman's gonna hate this news.
Who?
Ralph Garman.
Who's that?
That's the show that Kevin Smith does. He does a show called Hollywood Babylon with Ralph Garman.
Oh right, yeah.
And he was the one that got him to do that animated show, that Batman 66.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they wrote one. Ralph Garman and Kevin Smith wrote a whole comic, and then Warner Bros was interested in making into
a film.
Yeah. Which they did.
Yeah.
And it was all down to them writing that Batman 66 comic.
Warner Brothers, can we just keep making animated films, stop making real films?
Yeah.
Sincerely, everybody, please.
I wonder how this affects the next animated film, because they did say they'd do a sequel with William Shatner as Two-Face.
If they've already recorded it, then I'm sure it'll be fine, but if not, then that's dead in the water.
Yeah, because like I've not seen the animated film, I heard it was good though.
Like they could do one with Michael Keaton.
But it doesn't have the same.
No, but
I know what you mean.
If they're gonna go in that direction, just get Michael Keaton back. Get
what a G! I'm sorry, I might add that. What a G! Michael Keaton was on the Jimmy Fallon show. I think it was Jimmy Fallon show. Recently, bigging up Spider-Man: Homecoming, and they were asking him like, "So, like, is Spider-Man your guy?" He goes, "No, Spider-Man is not my guy. That's why I'm the villain." And then they're like, "No, but who's your favourite superhero?" He's like, "Because you seem to be doing quite a lot of them." He goes, "I'm Batman." Okay, I am Batman. You just, you know what I mean?
I haven't seen that.
Apparently, on
Can
set.
you cue that up for me?
On set of Spider-Man: Homecoming, he just kept going to them, going, "Doesn't matter, I'm Batman." Just like literally, just
type in Michael Keaton, "I'm Batman."
He's just waving the Batman flag, even though he's in the MCU.
Mate, that's my Batman.
That's my Batman too.
Like I total respect to everyone who grew up with Adam West and shit, but
yeah,
Michael Keaton's my Batman. So
I'm so glad he's like an A-lister again.
Hold on.
Should I turn the audio off?
What audio?
Use me A-lister again. Man, never. In my eyes, he's still always an A-lister.
I'm in. You know those stores that fix your.
And we're back, folks.
Sorry, I had to watch that video, so we don't want to get taken down by any copyright laws, so we had to pause until I appeased. Wanted to watch it, and we've watched it, so we're done.
Okay, cool.
What's the next subject?
Well, this was about Adam West. And
yes, yeah.
He just
Adam
jumped
West.
to another Batman.
Poor Adam West. No, it's really sad that he's dead, and obviously, I'm sure everyone feels bad. You know, much prayers and love to his family.
That's why I'm standing up.
Well, we can't hear you now, so.
Oh, okay, that's good.
That's okay. It's usually better if you can't hear me.
Okay, so the next story is Sony are releasing clean versions of their R-rated movies, I guess, and Seth Rogen does not like this one bit.
Well, because they're going to release a clean version of The Interview?
I believe they're mining the whole everything and just releasing clean versions of stuff.
That's stupid.
Well, I think...
do Sony want to waste more money? Or is that what we're doing now? Is that
so? I thought they were in trouble.
Can't hear you, dude.
Are we wasting more money? Yeah. Can somebody at Sony just sit down and go, can we look at our budget and say we're not... It's their ploy. They're like, we've got to spend money to make money. So we've got to spend money so people are, listen, nah, mate, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Just make better films.
Yeah. And stay out of the... It's like...
Hurry up with the Raid 3. Oh my god, are they going to bring out a...
That's not going to happen
a
anytime
clean version
soon.
of Raid 1 and 2?
They don't own the Raid films.
Oh, I know it's Sony Pictures. I didn't know if it was their film totally. But...
If they remake it, then they can do whatever they want with that.
Yeah.
But they
need
don't...
to remake it. It's called Judge Dredd. It's called Dredd, so it already exists. It's exactly the same film.
They were both in production at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's exactly the same film. So you want to see the American version, just go watch Dredd.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think this is a stupid idea. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck you, Sony.
I was watching a movie talking this, and what John Campea said kind of made sense. I believe it was John Campea that said it, but he said that if a movie fails in the R-rated fashion, they can repackage it up as this film for a younger audience.
Kind of like what ITV did when we'd watch films as a kid on TV, and you'd get like RoboCop, and they'd use the word Mother Cruncher.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I remember this vividly when I was watching RoboCop.
So ITV just knew they were like, kids are watching this.
yeah, of course. They changed the this bullshit to baloney. I didn't build this freaky thing. Who says that? I haven't got time for this baloney. I love that. It was so really spliced in that it was something that me and my cousin used to laugh about all the time. Having seen the original and watching the ITV version, it was almost like fun to watch because what did they change? But yeah, I agree with you in hindsight that the kids that see this film will probably just want to watch the original. And I
would do.
And so I mean, Christopher. going to go into a slight hole here. I'm not going to go far down into it. But Christopher McQuarrie was talking on Empire podcast, and he was talking about the state of the film industry and why certain people just don't get to see films. Is that if you treat your audience like idiots, they're not going to go watch your films. If you start making films like we did in the 80s and 90s, where just make your film. This is what it is. There's no interference from anyone. Make your film and just put it out there. Like, we used to get really interesting films back in the 80s and 90s. It's in terms of R-rated films or 18-rated films or 15-rated films. Like, I mean, you wouldn't get Die Hard as it was today.
Yeah.
If it was made today in the same way it was in the 80s or in the 90s. It's just a different world, and that's what Christopher McQuarrie was saying with what him and Tom Cruise are doing with the next Mission Impossible film. Is that it's going to be a lot darker than the other films, and it's going to be completely different from what we think Mission Impossible is. And so they're going the 1980s route in the sense that we're just making this, and there's no interference from anyone making it. And yeah, you guys have not talked in a while, so
no, just listen to what you were saying. You make it to valid points.
Okay. Yeah, again, in hindsight, I don't see this as it may work, it may not work, but Sony right now, or Sony Pictures right now, are scrambling so much on ideas to make money that I'm guessing this is just one of another out of the pot idea. Hey,
it's a stupid fucking idea. Come hire me, Sony, and I will make you bajillions of dollars.
Yeah, that's a scary thought, because this guy's he could just turn criminal at any moment.
Who?
You.
What do you mean?
If you've got a certain amount of money, I reckon you'll just switch. Yeah, I'm criminal now.
On a side note, we people ask you random questions like, "Oh, what'd your superpower be? What would you do? What would you do?" We have a friend. We all have a. I don't know if you know. You probably know her. Carly Woodbridge.
Who?
Carly.
Yeah.
So I may have mentioned this on this podcast.
Yeah,
before.
you have. Yeah.
I'm fucking saying it again. She asked me if I could have any power, what would it be? It's a teleportation. Immediately, because I would become a drug dealer. Like, that would be the first thing. I would immediately become a villain. So if you give me money, I'm not going to be a philanthropist. Put it that way. I'm going to fucking destroy the world. If Sony hired me, you'd be like, Kevin Feige, who? Yeah, I said it. I said it. I'd be like, okay, what are we on? Venom? Nah, we're not making that movie. No. We're going to redo Spider-Man. No, take it back. I don't go, fuck Disney. Take Spider-Man back. We're going to do this shit again. I'm going to no emo bullshit. None of this Uncle Ben shit. None of that shit. Bring the Sinister Six back. Let's do this motherfucking shit. The first fucking franchise I took back.
But don't you think the way they're going with Spider-Man now is the right way to go?
Yeah, fuck it. But if I was Sony, I'm like Sony all the way. Until Disney hired me, and I'm like, fucking take it from them.
So you're the...
wherever the paycheck goes, my friend.
Sure.
I'm for hire. So if you...
You're a proper Hollywood guy, man.
Am I?
You would work in Hollywood like that.
I've always thought myself a bit of an Ari Gold.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I would love that shit. But yeah, well, you know what the thing is? I'd get sued immediately. They would sue me.
But most people in Hollywood get sued on a daily basis.
Yeah, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to just deal with it. Can I just have a facsimile of myself? Sue that person. He has no money. Sue me now, because I'd be like, sue me for what? Just like Rocky 5. Yeah. Sue me for what? Got nothing to take.
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Sony, come hire me. I'll do the job for you. I'll do it properly. Give me 1 day, and I will fucking turn your world upside down.
You heard it here first, Sony. You know where to look for him. What's your address?
It's 123 Yemen Road.
No, you're
123 Yemen Road, Yemen.
I mean your email address and stuff.
It's what'sdamage@gmail.co.uk. Damage with 2 M's.
There you go. Now Sony, that's your guy. Okay. Have you any light to shine on this? Okay, so considering that you wrote it down in your show notes, I thought you would have had more to say.
You guys said everything that needed to be said, so
it's more of a talking point.
It's
he
more,
just wanted to.
I just want to see.
He
what
wanted it to be conversed about.
Yeah, cool. I mean, like, you know, you guys said everything. You brought up the campier thing, which I would have brought up.
Well,
if I was to add to it, I mean, like, yeah, we already touched on like what ITV did all the time. So you know,
okay.
And then you mentioned baloney, and you went really deep into that. You know what I mean? Like I said my piece. So yeah,
fair enough, man. I'll let you start the next one. Okay, so the next story is Sam Mendes in talks to direct live-action Disney film.
Can I just say this real quick? This isn't the first Pinocchio live-action Disney film, is it?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Not by Disney. Yes.
Oh, okay, but this
Disney,
is not the first.
No, there's been Pinocchio.
There's been other
live-action Pinocchio film. Because I remember seeing one as a kid.
Yeah.
And thinking it sucked balls.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking just now, I was like, did that really happen or did I just not? And then I was thinking, is it going to be like one of those glitch in the Matrix things where people say they've seen a film with Sinbad in it where he played the genie? You ever heard of that before?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
A lot of people are saying that they've seen a movie where Sinbad plays a genie and it's called Shazam. And everyone's like, I remember this fucking movie. But what they
I know
might
what
be
you're talking about, but it didn't exist.
But
did it?
But what they might be confusing it with, and some people are like super like believe that they've seen the film. They're like, I've seen it. I can tell you what happens in it and all this shit. And everyone's like, that the film never existed. And it's called the Mandela Effect. The reason it's called the Mandela Effect is because people, there are some reports, or actually reports that got released on the internet that show that say that Mandela died in prison.
What?
Yeah, and that he died like in the fucking 90s. And people like, I know Mandela's dead. They've asked him like, do you remember Mandela? And they're like, Mandela died ages ago. Like, he did die ages ago, but recently ages ago, not in the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
But some people can swear by it and say that Mandela died, and there are reports on the internet that say Mandela died. And that he, like, from articles back in, like, the fucking early 90s that say Mandela died. Or the early 2000s say Mandela died. And in prison. But he didn't, as we all know. He came out and he died afterwards. But that's why it's called the Mandela Effect, because there are hundreds of thousands of people around the world that believe that certain things happen that other people are like, that never happened.
Yeah.
But they can recall it so vividly in their brain. And then, hence why I was, in my head, I was thinking, did they make a Pinocchio film, or am I just making that shit up right now? Because I'm so sure that I've seen a Pinocchio movie.
Have? It's just not a Disney one.
Yeah, but they did make a Pinocchio live action.
Yeah.
And he was like made out of wood and it looked very freaky and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did happen. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, that was a roundabout way of saying I think I've seen a Pinocchio film once. I don't give a fuck about this one. I'm like, who asked me? Where's Dread 2? No one cares about this. No one cares about this. No one asked for a Pinocchio movie.
I'm actually surprised these guys didn't like shop it to Guillermo del Toro, because he's been trying to make a Pinocchio live action.
Hold on. We need to pause. I need you to say that name again.
Did I butcher his name again?
Try it.
I'm not going to try.
No, go on. I want you to say
Del Toro.
No, I want the first name, and then I'm going to tell you how to say it.
Guillermo?
No. Okay. Guillermo. That's good enough.
So Guillermo del Toro.
There you go. That's good. That's better. I wasn't going to let you speed past that. I'm sorry. And Joe's like, fucking asshole.
you know, I'm going to say it straight. I'm doing it sometimes a little bit deliberately to piss off one person.
Me?
No.
There's another name that you say.
Crossing.
Melly, I'm doing it by purpose now.
There's another name that you say incorrectly as well.
One?
Oh my god.
I'll tell you when it's actually me. And
you do it on purpose, and no, it is you. You do it on purpose, and I always have to correct you, and you're like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, no, dude, just say it right. I fucking can't remember what name or other director. I think it's a director, but you say his name incorrectly all of the time, and I'm like, this motherfucker never learns. I was like, I always correct you, bro. Just say it correctly.
I couldn't even.
I'm gonna think while you're talking. I'm gonna think about it.
I know who it is. I'm gonna shut up.
Who is it? Who is it? No, tell me. Just
no. I know because Imran says the same thing.
God, just say it.
Has he clocked? No. Okay.
Just say
Don't worry.
Just say the fucking name. Such an asshole. Pause this shit. Say the fucking name.
No.
Say the name. I want to just say the name so
Let's
we can move
carry
on
on
from this.
because it's irrelevant to the subject matter.
Ah,
that we're
you
talking
asshole.
about. Anyway, Del Toro, yeah, he
Go on.
he wanted to make a Pinocchio movie ages ago, and that kind of got a couple of people intrigued by that because everyone wanted to see him do like everything.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked that like Disney didn't like ask him because he's probably got like 1,001 ideas on how to make this film. As for Sam Mendes, yeah, whatever, man. I mean, like Sam Mendes is confident. He did the past 2 Bonds, and yeah, cool. Whatever.
Well, I want to know what happened to the Pinocchio film that Downing Jr. wanted to make, or Downey Jr. wanted to make.
Yeah, there was that as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's been so much talk about him he wanted to do that, and then he just didn't.
Well, maybe they should combine forces. Disney should get Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. RDJ as Geppetto, and just do it, man.
Yeah, I think you do a good job with that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you would too.
Fuck
it, we're making the movie. We're casting it. We're producing the movie. We're gonna produce it. We're gonna hire Del Toro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, it'd be very hard to get him because he's like got 800 projects.
We'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. I think the public are clamoring up for a Disney's Pinocchio, and Disney can kind of churn this one out whenever. They got so many in their back catalogue, they can churn out whenever.
Do you know what I was really unimpressed with?
What's that?
That was
remember it.
The Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, you didn't like it?
It looked plastic.
Oh, the actual beast himself.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. The CGI wasn't that top notch on the beast himself.
Okay, when there's a French company that made a film for infinitely less money, that looks better than Disney's.
Yeah.
You got to be going. What's going on here?
Maybe the folk at ILM were having a bad day, man. They put all their money on Tarkin.
That wasn't even. I'm going to go into a tangent here, but
yeah.
Anyway,
no, J.J. Abrams is like messed up.
That's it. That's it. You fucking asshole. He said it. Oh my god. That's the name. Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, I did.
I was in my head. I was going, what is that motherfucker's name? And he just said it. J.J. Abrams. Yes, you always say Abrahams. Why is it you always say Abrahams? Why? What the fuck, dude? Why do you always say it wrong? Always. Man. I fucking when you just said it there and I went, this asshole.
Oh. Well, now we've got that over.
You don't understand, folks. Anyone listening? I was sitting here with my hat off and I was holding my head going, what the fuck is it that he just keeps saying every time? And then you just dropped it and I was like, yes! J.J. Abrams, every time, guys, every time he just fucking butchers Guillermo del Toro's name, yeah, and then every time on the other podcast, Ken Talks Film, right? Well, Friends Talk Film, when it was Friends Talk Film before Ken didn't have friends. Love you, Ken. Anyway, he said it himself in his own video. When you were like, you kept saying J.J. Abrams, and I was like, and I'd be sat next to you, and I'm like, I need to correct this, and I would tell you like, do this Abrams. You're like. Yeah, Abrams, and I'm like, every week this motherfucker doesn't learn. It's like every week I'm telling you, like consecutively every week I would tell you it's Abrams. Just say the guy's name right, like Abrahams. So fucking dickhead. Anyway, thank you for reminding me. All right, let's move on.
Wow. Well, that happened. Okay, so next topic is Joss Whedon will finish the Justice League movie. Still on track for November release. That's due to Zack Snyder having his family tragedy. This news is a few weeks old, but it's still relevant.
Well, apparently he's doing a lot of reshoots.
I wouldn't say a lot of reshoots. The reshoots have been always planned. They're not redoing the whole movie. This was always kind of planned. it's just a case of he just lost his daughter. His daughter committed suicide.
Yeah, it's fucked.
He was gonna.
Can I just say something on the subject of that? Fuck you, all the people that wrote hateful shit about Zack Snyder.
Yeah, totally.
Fuck you so much, man.
Yeah.
You're such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get a chance to mention about it before, but I know people were just being really hateful.
Yeah, exactly. It's like everyone's.
Go fuck yourself, man. The guy's daughter fucking died. Some deep shit, and you're a piece of shit if you fucking said something horrible.
Yeah, and I just thought that was,
you're surprised. Yeah, people were saying
what
some horrible.
happened?
So people were saying some horrible shit online about it.
Okay,
man.
obviously, all right. We've all been quite vocal about how we don't like BVS, and you're not a big Man of Steel guy, but you hear the
That's got nothing to do with his family.
But man, some fucking nerds, and I will use the term fucking nerds because you fucking.
They're not even nerds, man.
There.
They don't even deserve to be called that. Just cunts.
Just cunts. Yeah, fuck it. These fucking cunts. They're just like. The comments that are going, they're like, oh my god, so was it the saviour of the MCU? Yeah, no, Kevin Feige, not Josh Whedon, just saying, is going to save DC from that turd bag Snyder. Good, this happened.
Wow.
I've read comments like that, and to the point where I don't really get into forums and stuff, but I did. I took names and faces one time till, you know what I mean, I had like 37 likes or whatnot on that shit, but it was like, come on, man. That the guy lost his daughter. You know what I mean? He wanted to personally crack on with the movie, deal with this tragedy himself, and put himself in his work and stuff. But he's got 7 kids. I did not know about the man. Know that about the man, but he has 7 kids that needs his that need their mother and their father there for him, for them to go, to take them through this tragedy. We're talking about 7 kids that lost their elder sister. It's bullshit, man. And like these fucking nerds are like fucking saying that they're more fucking concerned about Batman and Superman and the state of the DCU. Fuck that shit. That's secondary. If I was a film director and like that shit, something as a personal tragedy happened in my life, fuck that shit. I got to concentrate on this shit. Otherwise, I'm never gonna. You know what I mean? And like. All these reshoots were planned before. Josh Whedon was buffering up, certain elements for the reshoots because, as a smart move, DC were like, "Hey, we've got Josh Whedon on our side. Let's utilize this. What's his 2 cents? Because you may as well. You know what I mean? And in this case, his job was just to. You know what I mean? Now he's a second unit director just for the reshoots. A second unit director, not he's replacing Zack Snyder. It's still a Zack Snyder movie. The film's 90% complete. You know what I mean? Probably even 95% complete. They're just doing the odd reshoot, not even reshoots, additional shooting. You know what I mean? For whatever it connects up to certain plot points of the universe. But I just think it's just really upsetting that moviegoers or I'll use comic book fanboys that we love comic book movies. We're living in the greatest time right now because back in the 80s when I grew up, we just had Richard Donner's Superman and Tim Burton's Batman. We didn't have a lot of comic book movies. This is like a gift. This is your time, guys. It's just not all the time these guys are going to get it right. Marvel never got it right for a full decade, okay? And when they did, you know what I mean? Same thing here. You know what I mean? You can't fucking.
But they're films.
Yeah,
I can't understand how people can't separate their fiction from reality.
Yeah, and it's like is Zack Snyder a shit director? No, he made Watchmen, the most unfilmable shit ever. Watchable, filmable, done. You know what? I give him a lot of credit for that because I remember, like when the Watchmen trailer was out, I was like, "Shit, don't fuck up." Like everyone.
See, I didn't know anything about Watchmen when it came out.
I don't think he dropped the ball. 300, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, and guess what? They're both comic book movies. He knows his comic books. Man of Steel, in my opinion, was an okay movie. I didn't love it, I didn't hate it, but that Smallville fight was the Superman action I've been waiting for my whole life. Yeah, I watched the film with him, we were both edge of our seats like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
That was good.
And you know what? It's a film that gets better with me because, and this is why I hated BVS, because I watched the double bill. I watched Man of Steel and BVS. I was so hyped for BVS, and then fair enough, I was disappointed. Have I ever blamed Zack Snyder on this podcast? Never. I've blamed producers, I've blamed higher-ups within Warner Brothers, because that's where the hand should be dealt with, not the director in this case. He's just dealing with a situation that, you know, if this movie had been directed by...
I blame John Peters.
Yeah, I blame John Peters. Fuck that
John
guy.
Peters.
Fuck you, John Peters. But, like, no one says fuck you, John Peters, unless you watch that John Schnepp documentary, you know what I mean? Like, then... Or
Kevin Smith.
Or Kevin Smith's little John Peters story. It's like, seriously, like, guys, don't fucking like say shit about fucking Zack Snyder when his daughter's dead. It's bullshit. It makes you a shitty person in general. And there's no coming back from that shit once you post it on the interwebs.
Yeah, do me a favour, kill yourself.
Yeah, kill yourself. Just get the fuck out of this world, man. If your whole life revolves around a fucking comic book movie, then you need to, like, fucking broaden your horizons in life, bro. Like, literally, just sort your shit out.
Anyway.
But, yeah.
Back to...
Yeah, so, Joshua, again, going back to the whole reshoots thing.
Yeah.
Ever since I heard George Lucas does reshoots, no one was shouting at him about doing reshoots when he was making the prequels.
Well, no, because he invented the reshoots.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
They were unheard of. Whenever reshoots were mentioned in the 80s and the 90s, that's when it used to be a big deal and, oh shit, shit's in trouble. But George Lucas was like, no, need additional shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to have, like, these 3 weeks, we'll go to England, we'll film shit. And Kevin Feige adopted the mould. You know what I mean? With the MCU films. And now, because of the MCU films, it's now the standard in any blockbuster movie making. So, do you know what I mean? These reshoots were planned. You know what I mean? I know before, you know, on this podcast, I said, maybe even a week before this movie even broke, I do remember being pissed off about reshoots because the storylines changed XYZ amount of times. But look, here's the facts. Zack Snyder and Deborah Snyder, they got given the opportunity by Warner Brothers to delay the film so they could finish, and they were like, no, we're on track. We just prefer someone to do the additional footage, like a second unit director. Josh Whedon stepped up there as a second unit director. You know what I mean? What does that tell me? It tells me the Schneiders have confidence to make the release date, giving audiences the movie they want to tell. Okay? Yeah, from that comment right there, from both of them, in the statement from both of them. Alright? So all this reshoot kind of rumours we've been getting over the past couple of months, they've obviously know what they're doing to a degree. Otherwise they wouldn't make such a statement. If the movie was in trouble, they would have been like, yeah, we need to move this like 6 months. You know what I mean? But that's not what they're saying. They're saying, no, full steam ahead, we're going to make the release date. We just need to sort our business privately as a family. And you know what? That's actually given me a little bit of faith. Just a little. You know what I mean? And same with the release of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a big trump card for the DCU, a huge trump card. And Schneider had a lot to do with the storytelling in that film. You know what I mean? Before everyone sucks off Patty Jenkins' dick there, she had nothing to do with the screenplay. That was Schneider. You know what I mean? Because he's a comic book guy. You know? And I think, you know what I mean? We'll have to see with JLA. We'll have to see. But, you know, I hope, you know, I know I've bagged in on it, but that's because of the state of the DCU at the moment. I hope it's a good movie because I don't really want a shit Justice League movie. We all want to go in there and be surprised by it at least, you know? And, you know, hopefully it'll be okay. I don't think I've got anything else to add unless you bring in some new information here.
I've got no new information.
I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, like, am I talking bullshit or what?
No, you've pretty much said everything.
Yeah, so basically, bottom line, I'm saying, fuck you, dickheads. Just fucking go out there, get some sunshine and shit.
And to be honest, in all honesty, I've put this film in the same league as Transformers.
Yeah.
And so it's got an uphill journey for me because I'm not planning to watch Transformers, and I'm not going to watch the Justice League until I hear from sources that it's worth watching. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I don't know where to go with this. We've already gone through Seth Rogen. Okay, so according to according to Donald Glover, the character of Lando Calrissian is complicated and untrustworthy figure in the Han Solo spin-off film. So, what does that mean for him playing a character?
I think that's cool. That's exactly the kind of Lando Calrissian that I'd want to see. He was very untrustworthy in The Empire Strikes Back, but you kind of felt he was kind of held hostage to the Empire when you watch that movie. But you know what? When he shows up in Star Wars Rebels, the TV show, man, that guy's like Jack Sparrow, dudes. He's like, you're not too sure which side he's on, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like that, because he is a smuggler, he's a smooth guy to do with heists and stuff, and I kind of like the way they're playing it up there. So that kind of fits well with the character, I think. Yeah, sounds good to me. I just wonder whether he loses the Falcon. I wonder whether he's the original owner of the Falcon, though.
I thought you were going to talk about how he's retiring the character of Childish Gambino instead.
He's not. That's his music persona.
Yeah, but he's retiring that as well, isn't he?
I don't think so. He just released another album like a month ago.
Yeah, he said that he's doing one more album and that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he can always bring it back. I mean, it's like when Beyonce did Sasha Fierce. It's just her character.
I love Childish Gambino.
That's the way.
Donald Glover. I think he's great.
Yeah, he's multi-talented.
Yeah.
He's a stand-up comedian.
He's stand-up?
Yeah, he does stand-up.
Shit, yeah. I didn't know if you'd seen it or not.
Yeah. I've been aware of that guy for a while. It's because, again,
ever since I saw him in Community, that's where I was like, yeah, this dude's fucking joke.
Yeah.
And then from there on, I was like, I fell into all the rest of the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And the thing is, I'd heard about Childish Gambino before, but I didn't put two and two together and say it was him.
Right.
I put it together and I was like, I heard of this motherfucker. I heard of this cat. And then I listened to it and I was like, this guy's good. He's fucking great. Yeah, I didn't even know he could rap until I saw the end of the last episode of Community.
Oh, really?
He raps with Abed about the Spanish. He's like, bigote. I don't know if you remember that.
I've not seen that episode.
Okay, so
I've not seen all of
it's
Community.
like a little rap scene.
Okay.
First episode. End of the first episode, yeah. And the credits.
Okay, I didn't know.
There you go, that's it.
But yeah. But again, going back to this, I don't really know what to expect from it. He seems to be good at everything.
I have no idea. I mean, like I said, yeah, we'll see how it goes out. This isn't the first time he's put foot in the space era though, because he did I guess The Martian.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was in The Martian. He's in the Spider-Man film as well.
Yeah, because the funny thing about that is that a lot of people thought he was going to be Miles Morales.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And there was like a joke thing that went around, and people were like, Spider-Man's gonna be black.
Wow, jeez. This is how you know that. This is why I don't want to go to America. That country's so racist.
Well, I mean, you can always go to Slovenia. They're pretty racist there too.
I'm pretty sure they are, but I'm very aware that they are. Anyway, yeah. So, what I don't know what this means for his role. I mean, this gives me doesn't really give me any information about what the film's going to be like in terms of if I want to watch it. But I clearly will watch it. But cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so keep losing that page. Okay, so I'll go from this list now. James Gunn has shared details on shaping the cosmic MCU Marvel Cinematic Universe to noobs or normal people. What does that mean?
I have no idea. If he's talking about reshaping it, what does he mean? Making it a bit more of a streamlined thing so people can catch on?
Oh, I think what this means is after Phase 4, they're going to introduce even more of their characters, lesser tier characters, because of what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I mean, like when you looked at Guardians of the Galaxy, they kind of created like its own universe within the MCU. There, I mean, you had Stallone, Michelle Yeoh. Spoilers, guys. Spoilers. Okay. we've all seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I was with you when we
I know you
watched
were. I couldn't remember, but because I've seen it a few times now. But like you had, you have all these guys. Then you got the teaser at the end with Adam Warlock. Those that don't know Adam Warlock, he ends up he's like a really powerful like superhero and shit, and he wears the Infinity Gauntlet after Thanos kind of thing. That's his deal. But you could have like characters like Nova. You could have the Skrulls in there.
I want them to bring Supernova into it, man.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for Nova to turn up.
Yeah.
Because ever since the Nova Corps, I was like, yeah. So Nova's coming.
Nova's coming.
And Nova was one of my favorite comic book characters.
And this is confirmation, because James Gunn has openly said that he's wanted to put characters like Nova in there.
Because Nova's very much like he's almost exactly like he's like the MCU's Green Lantern.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
And he's funny like Hal Green as well. Like he's got like little quips. So I really want them to fucking sort it out, and I've been waiting for a Nova film for a while, because Nova is from the Nova Corps.
It's like, but the other,
you know, the police in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, basically those people that arrest. You remember when they arrest Groot and Rocket Raccoon and all of them lot? They all fight each other in that courtyard. Yeah, that's the Nova Corps that arrest them.
Cool.
And the symbol that looks like a supernova, like a star, kind of almost like a star. That's a symbol of Nova, who's a comic book character. And he's fights from the Nova Corps, and he can fly and shit like that. And he's basically like Green Lantern, but not as cosmic, if that makes sense. Like he's the space character.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he's in the Spider-Man cartoon, the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoons. He's in that.
Yeah. But I mean, like that's just it. I mean, like Marvel have the confidence in just going out there with the bigger part of the universe here, all the cosmic stuff now.
Guardians is left field. I remember somebody telling me, a friend of mine, Mark, was telling me how they're gonna make a Guardians movie, and he said they're making it, and it's got a raccoon, and he's a cyborg, and all like part. And I was like, nah, that'll never work. Fuck, was I wrong?
Yeah.
I was wrong. So wrong. But at the time, I remember just thinking that sounds so left field. And he's like, dude, it's happening, trust me. And he was reading all the stuff at the time.
Yeah.
He was like, they're going to make it, it's going to happen. And he talked about it before it was dropped. I don't know how he knew, but he knew before anybody else knew. Like, he was, I will say that about Mark. Like, he was on the pulse of that when there was barely a pulse.
Mark Hinge,
yeah. And he was on the pulse about Preacher before there was barely a pulse. He knew all of that shit. I don't know where he got his information from, but he's dark web style. Dark webs it, mate. That Mark Hinge dark webs it. So he knew shit before shit was ever talked about. So like, I remember legit, like a year, he told me they're gonna make this movie. It's happening, and I was like, yeah. And then like a year after, they started talking about it on the news and shit. Like news started breaking, and I was just like, this motherfucker said it. And I was like, you called it, and he was like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. And he called it about Preacher, the Preacher TV series.
Yeah,
like,
I really like that show.
Preacher TV series been in development. Well, Preacher in general.
He saw it. He watched it like a year before it came out.
It's been on the trades for about 15 years, dude.
You know what I'm telling you? He watched the whole thing before it came out, because he told me what happens.
Oh, from the comic books?
No, from the TV show.
The TV show is different.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, you're just talking about the comic books. He's like, no, this is gonna happen, and like this is gonna go down like this. I don't know what connect he's got.
Yeah.
But legit, he told me
he's got a good one.
He told me shit about Preacher that happened that does not happen in the comic book, and I was gobsmacked. He won't talk to me about it. I'm nor do I want to know, because to be fair, if he found out from some sources that are different places. But he's got online connections, and he found that information out. But yeah. Fucking, if James Gunn says it's gonna happen, did he do both of them? Both?
Yeah, he did both of them. He signed up for number 3.
I fucking love those movies. I really do. I genuinely believe the Guardians movies like outdid Iron Man for me, because at the time, I mean, even to that point, Iron Man was still the best. Like, I liked it more than Avengers.
I still like Iron Man.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I still love Iron Man. The first Iron Man for me is the one movie that, like, fuck Incredible Hulk. Like, that's the movie that started bringing it all together.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, Iron Man was like a fucking second-rate character.
Yeah.
Before that point, nobody gave a shit about Iron Man.
I'm glad you said that, because I got in a big, like, thing with this person I used to work with at Sega, and she was like, Iron Man is not a Z-list character. He never has been. Everyone knows who Iron Man is. I'm like, no, they don't.
Well, no, he wasn't a Z-list character, but he was left field.
Yeah.
Like he was an Avenger. He was an Avenger, but he was replaceable.
Yeah.
Like, and like up until other points, like no one really gave a shit about Iron Man until Iron Man movie came out, and it kick-started like Civil War.
Yeah.
Like all that shit happened from that movie.
Yeah.
No, but what I mean is the comic book events.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right. Like the comic book events kicked off after Iron Man broke in cinema. When it broke,
Right.
like all of a sudden, it's very much like how X-Men did it. X-Men came out, the X-Men movie, and when the X-Men movie came out, people were like, motherfucker, they fucking made an X-Men movie.
Yeah.
And they made it work. They made a fucking cohesive storyline from A to B, 3 acts, there you go. And everyone, oh shit, and the comic book sales went boom like that. Because all of a sudden, just like fucking Banksy says in Jane Silent Bob, he was like, after X-Men hit at the box office, all the major companies started opting to buy all the comic book products they can get their hands on, and Miramax opted for Black Man and Chronic. Anyway, the point is that that's what happened. Iron Man, like to that point anyway, to come back to Guardians, Iron Man to that point for me was the one. I was like, I'd watched Thor, I'd watched everything else, and I was like, still Iron Man's my shit. And even now, Iron Man's still my shit. But Guardians came out and was like, yeah, we could do better. And it's like, there's not one single new song in that film. They're all old songs.
Oh, right.
Like, all old songs. Like from the soundtrack to the attention to detail, like from the character, the way it's built, the comedy, like it just felt Iron Man.
That's what Tarantino does.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that's why. And so James Gunn said, we're gonna open it up, and he's gonna lead this little. Maybe he's got like a whole team of just cosmic shit, and like maybe Kevin Feige's like, James, cosmic shit's your shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, cool. God did so well in the first 2 films. You're gonna give me the cosmic stuff, and you're just gonna micromanage from the side, and I'll do this on my own. If that's the case, then by all means. I mean, there's the cosmic section is so huge. Like, are we gonna talk about the fact that
I just hope Marvel got fucking Gladiator.
Well, mate. Fucking do Galactus.
Yeah.
But that's Fox.
That's Fox, because Fox have those rights.
Fantastic Four, yeah.
I mean, like, that's why I'm like, because Gladiator...
Hold on. Galactus is not an exclusive Fantastic Four villain.
That is
he
right.
Crosses. He does cross. That's their argument, because he crosses a lot.
But his origins begin with Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Fuckers.
So because they've got Silver Surfer as well.
Yeah.
And they've got the Submariner. Marina.
No, Submariner.
Okay.
Fuck. Guillermo del Toro. J.J. Abrams.
Okay. They got him because you know what? I would have loved to see.
So Submariner's not cosmic.
No, but I mean,
just generally.
Just generally. But I mean, like, man, Silver Surfer, man, Norrin Rad. I got his name right.
That needs to be there. That needs to be there. That is like, if you want to do, if James Gunn wants to do the cosmic MCU correctly, he needs to reach out to Fox and he needs to say to them, guys,
give us Silver Surfer.
Do what they're doing with Black Panther, Silver Surfer, almost exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's how Norrin Rad's story is.
Yeah.
Right. And then just have him like. And then, you know what the problem is, right? The problem will be, how will Marvel, I've seen how Fox have done it, but how will Marvel tackle Galactus? Like, are you going to go big man, giant chair, floating around in space?
Or clouds?
That's laughable.
Or but the thing is, remember when you saw that as a kid? As a kid, you were like, damn, that motherfucker looks like a G.
But you say
know what? Unicorn held more of a footing to me as a kid, because it was a planet that ate other planets.
You know what? You say that, but when you look at all the cosmic characters that the MCU have brought so far, they've been kind of spot on to their comic book counterparts to a degree. I think the Galactus with totem pole head might actually fit in that crazy wacky world out there, so long as it's not on Earth.
The problem with Galactus is that he's a game changer.
Yeah.
Like he's an endgame weapon.
Yeah.
Because once you bring in Galactus, you have to bring in the Watchers, which they've already kind of done.
Yeah, they've already done. And they've even
think about it for a second. The Watchers are already in Guardians 2. Spoiler alert.
And what I love about that, Kevin Feige himself even said that he liked the theory online, and that's why the cameo was there with them.
Did you not know that? Like, okay, so do you remember the bit where Rocket Raccoon and the fucking other dude, the guy who whistles with the thing, I can't remember his name, when they're doing the space jumps, and they're like, oh yeah, your body can only handle 50 space jumps, and we're doing like 1,000 or whatever.
700, yeah.
700, and they're like, oh shit. And at one point they space jump through the Watchers universe, and they're all standing. Plus, it's like one of the final scenes at the end of the film.
Yeah,
in the credits,
because they all leave, and Stan Lee's like, "No, I got more stories to tell."
Yeah. Those are the Watchers, right? Okay. And they're the ones who do Secret Wars,
right?
Because the Watchers. Was it the Watcher?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's the Watcher. Yeah, I'm so sure it's the Watcher. Anyone who wants to correct me, that's where like Marvel goes cosmic in the Secret Wars, I think, because they take Spider-Man. And I'm only going off the cartoons, so if the comics are different, I'm really sorry, but I'm going from what I remember in the cartoons, where they task Madam Web. Tasks Spider-Man with the Watcher to have like a war, and he says like, you can pick all the people you can pick, and that's the first time that I found out that Iron Man needs his suit to live, because I didn't know that up until that point, because I was like, oh, because he doesn't even know, because he's like, oh, I can pick up a team of whatever heroes I want. He's like, shit, okay, Fantastic Four and fucking
do you think that's how it's going to roll in Infinity War? You think Spider-Man's going to be the guy that kicks it off,
mate?
Because you know what, if that happens, I'm game, because
Spider-Man was the crux. Spider-Man was the crux in fucking Civil War. Like, he was the game changer. He's the crux in Civil War. Like, that's
in the comics,
in the comic books, he is the fucking crux. It does not work without Spider-Man, which is why they pushed so hard to do it. I mean, obviously Kevin Feige had other options if it didn't go down that way, but ideally you want Spider-Man in it, because that's the way it works. It works best that way. So
I liked how they did. I know you didn't like the adaptation of Civil War.
No,
I didn't mind it, because I felt they did the story what they needed to tell to break up the team for the next thing, but I felt they managed to tell the Winter storyline. You know what I mean? Like, they managed to link it quite well and solve it. Sure, it wasn't the battle royale we would have wanted, but I felt the themes were there and all the beats were there, especially with the airport fight. I love the airport fight, but I know you don't, because you want all the X-Men, and you expect so much more. And so I got over that because I knew I wasn't going to get that walking in, and I just liked what they did thematically, in terms of how they handled that. But I think, with
do we know what the next Avenger is? The next Avenger film going to be Infinity War?
Yeah, it is.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if they do Secret Wars, which is what they should do, is that what they're going to call Infinity War? Is that
I don't know, but what you got to understand is the Secret War is a different war compared to the Infinity War.
Yeah, because there's Secret War, there's Infinity War, and then there's Invasion.
Yeah. So I mean, it depends which way they want to do it, but I mean,
the Skrull Wars. That's it. The Skrull Wars.
Look, dude, it's all about Fox, man. Fox, just fucking do a Sony deal. Yeah, all right.
Give us money.
Let's make some money and pay Hugh Jackman all the monies.
I'm sure that's happening. I'm sure.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
I'm sure it's happening.
If Hugh Jackman shows up in Infinity War, I will lose my shit. I'll get up, I'll do a standing ovation, and I'll cry.
Infinity War is the cosmic, so that when are they planning? Does he say when he's planning to introduce this, or when he wants to
Infinity War?
No, the shaping the cosmic universe.
I'm guessing it'll be after Infinity War.
After Infinity War, yeah.
Because there's not really much. Would you go after Thanos?
Well, that's just it. If everything was connected, you go for Galactus.
Yeah, but as he said, that's a game changer. I mean,
and then, or you go back small, or let's say they had the whole, they had everything. Let's pretend. I'd like to see X-Men versus Avengers.
X-Men versus Avengers.
You know, where Cyclops turns bad, kills Professor X.
Do you know what they should do? They should do? They really should do House of M.
Yeah.
That's what they should do. House of M, where fucking Scarlet Witch is like, no more mutants. And she fucking ghosts people. Because Scarlet Witch has been touched on with the level of power she had in Civil War. That's what they should do. I'd like to see something like a standalone.
The thing is, though,
can you move your hand from that? Cheers, mate.
The thing is, though, they would have to establish the relationship with her and Magneto. On top of that, remember that kind of origin story they gave them for Age of Ultron? Yeah, they'd have to like nix that somehow. Yeah. You know what I mean? There'd have to be a lot of setup there.
Or introduce
Legion, the TV show, Xavier's son.
Right, yeah.
That would be cool, but you don't need Legion for the Avengers.
No. What I mean is, if there's someone, if Scarlet Witch can just decide no more mutants, then Legion can come as no more reality.
Yeah, true.
Just do Onslaught for fun.
Onslaught would be awesome, man.
But I would have loved to have seen Onslaught with Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Just seeing him go, whatever happens.
I'd also like to see.
So you know what? That should be after Thanos.
Yeah.
If they ever introduced Hugh Jackman in Infinity War, I know they're not, but let's just say what ifs. Mm-hmm. That would be the logical step for me. You know what I mean? But you'd have to have, in my mind, you would have to have Halle Berry and all of those X-Men as the contemporary X-Men, so Fox can keep making their like 80s X-Men. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to have those guys in the MCU.
To be honest, I don't think you even need to see Halle Berry anymore or any of the older guys.
Well, you do if you're doing Onslaught.
Do not ever see again. You don't say those words. We want to see Halle Berry all the time.
Yeah.
No.
But you need those characters if you're going to do Onslaught.
Yeah, you do.
You do. There's no wiggle room. You need to have Juggernaut. You need to have Jean Grey because she's one of the people that gets kidnapped.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have those characters.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the actors that play these characters aren't necessary anymore because they've done a very good cloak and dagger of hey, these were the characters in the same films and then they died in those films, and hey, here are the younger versions of those characters which will grow into the older versions of these characters. So henceforth I think you can, it's a nice way to reset.
Oh right, so you'd like a recast?
Well, they already have technically been recast.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not being disposed to what you're saying. It's just that
you're just looking at the reality set.
Yeah. And where they would more or less go with it, because that's what I would love to see what you're saying. But okay, if I was this is probably what would happen. But yeah. Anyways, we're pushing off time.
We went way too deep into that, but anyway.
We've almost hit the 2-hour mark, so
let's crack on.
I'm going to go into the next film. I'm gonna cut your list in half because if we go through everything, we won't get through. We'll be here for 4 hours. So the next topic is X-Men: Dark Phoenix could possibly be courting Angelina Jolie.
No.
But I don't know as who.
Famke. Just leave Famke alone. We like.
I don't think it'll be. I don't think she'll be Phoenix.
She's not. Jean Grey is Sophie Turner.
Sorry.
Jean Grey is Sophie Turner.
Oh right. Okay. So we're not talking about current.
No. We're not talking because Frank US has already done her Phoenix. It's over for her now.
Okay.
This will be the 80s or whatever decade.
Oh, so they're going to do Dark Angelina Jolie?
No. She's not going to be the Phoenix. Right. She's going to be in the film as someone. But I don't know who.
I don't really, to be fair, I don't give props to Angelina Jolie as an actress.
No?
Nah.
Changeling?
I watched Salt. I wasn't impressed.
What?
Watch Changeling.
Changeling's good.
Is that the one where the baby gets kidnapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You didn't like it?
Nah.
Wow. That really affected me.
Well, I like Angelina Jolie.
It might just be that I don't like Angelina Jolie though. I don't give her props, man. I'm not really a big fan of her roles. Like, don't really like Tomb Raider. Don't really like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Most of the stuff she does, I don't really give a shit. I think she ruins Hackers.
She in Hackers?
Yeah.
She's in Hackers, yeah.
How old is she in Hackers?
How old is she generally? She's old. I'm not a big fan of her, man. Like, I'm just not. Her acting chops, I know some people love it, and I get it. I understand. I totally get why people like her. But it's just like, why I like Vince Vaughn. I know he's a bad actor. I know he's horrible.
No, he's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
Some people hate him.
Some people need to look up more.
I just love Vince Vaughn. I think Vince Vaughn's great.
Vince Vaughn's one of the best actors out there.
Are we talking True Detective Vince Vaughn?
No. I'm just talking about Vince Vaughn in general.
Yeah,
if you've seen him in drama, he's really good at it.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't do it enough.
Well, this is just it. I mean, like, he was a great actor. And we're talking. No, he still is, and we're talking Oscar-worthy here because he was nominated a couple of times, if I remember correctly.
What was he fucking nominated for?
I don't know, but like he's up there.
Yeah, he was nominated.
He was up there, and like the thing is with Vince Vaughn, he started doing comedy. And then he kind of got typecast during the 2000s.
Well,
I don't know whether he's nominated or not, but he's.
So we all will come to light.
Yeah, but he's up there, man.
Yeah, the first film I saw him in was The Lost World, and
mine was Swingers.
Yeah, I didn't know about Swingers.
Yeah, me neither. I just remember him in the Psycho remake as Norman Bates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You look for it while I talk.
No, I got it. I'm checking out now.
So
he's won a lot. He's been so a lot of Teen Choice Awards. Screen Actors Guild. He was nominated. Outstanding performance in Into the Wild.
Oh yeah, he was Into the Wild.
Yeah.
And then some People's Choice Awards for The Breakup and Wedding Crashers. And then most of it's not been for his acting chops though. Not really.
Well,
The Cell. And then Hacksaw Ridge. He was nominated the Australian Film Critics Association Award.
He was in
supporting actor.
He was in 21 Jump Street.
Was he?
Yeah.
That's who?
Bill Patterson.
I don't
Fuck
remember.
off.
I don't remember. What?
Who, Vince Vaughn?
Yes.
I don't remember him in Jump Street.
When did Jump Street come out?
This episode aired in 1989.
Oh, original Jump Street.
The original Jump Street. Okay, yeah, that could. I could believe that. I thought you were talking about.
The remake.
Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, Jump Street.
No. But yeah, I was just shocked to see that he started that early. But I've always liked Vince Vaughn. But anyway, where were we? We're tangenting again. Crap. So Angelina Jolie, X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Angelina Jolie, X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Don't know what she's going to be.
Well, look, she'll add the star power, which will add the selling power, which will make money. Okay. That's my hit on it.
All right. Well, on to the next thing, and this is Logan. Who directed Logan?
James Mangold.
Okay, James Mangold and screenwriter Sicario screenwriter is teaming up for Disorder remake, which I believe is a French film about a guy with PTSD. Let me just double check that.
It's a 2015 movie with Matthias Schoenaerts, and my favourite chick that I love loving is Diane Kruger. An ex-soldier with PTSD who is hired to protect the wife and child of a wealthy Lebanese businessman while he's out-timed. Despite the apparent tranquility in Maryland, Vincent perceives an external threat. So, I mean, that looks like a good film. I've not fucking seen that. I'm gonna fucking watch that. Mostly because I like Diane Kruger and I think she's hot as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, this thing. Do you know what? Ever since I saw her in Inglourious Bastards.
I get the attraction, but I just didn't think you would be wow about her.
Really? What did you think I would be wow about?
Not her.
Yeah, man. The taste will usually surprise you sometimes. Who's that? Josh Brolin and...
Josh Brolin as Cable.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Josh Brolin as Cable.
Is that the actual picture?
You might pull it off, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Sorry, just broke.
He's making MCU bank right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Jesus Christ, yeah, because he's Thanos as well.
And he's also in that really shitty film, Hollow Man. No, I actually quite liked Hollow Man.
I love a Hollow Man, man.
Joking, but you know, Hollow Man 2 was Christian Slater's dog shit.
Oh, I never.
There's
saw
a
that.
second one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, this is why I love doing these things, because you always get to find out there's a sequel to something that shouldn't have been a sequel.
Hollow Man 2 came out in 2006.
Wow.
Top bill actor Christian Slater.
Oh dear.
Plays a guy called Michael Griffin.
Oh dear.
And would you like to know how many stars out of 10 it has on IMDb?
I don't listen to the stars on IMDb because.
Well, would you like to know anyway?
Yeah, fair enough.
Quattro. 4.4.
That's pretty good for IMDb.
Let's talk about the Seattle detective and biologist are on the run from a dangerous invisible assassin gone rogue. Do you know what I'm curious about? I'm curious if the effects look as good.
Of course they don't.
Yeah, probably don't.
I mean, I saw the whole thing to make Kevin Bacon become invisible, and
so good, right?
Yeah, it was really well done. That's the best work Sony Imageworks ever did. Yeah, so Sony Imageworks weren't a great visual effects studio, in my opinion, but that was if I was going to credit them with anything, it would be Hollow Man, because it's really good. The effects that they did, and that is really well done.
Fuck man, there's another Hollow Man as well, the 2016 Hollow Man.
What?
It's a thriller. It's not the same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not the sorry to disappoint you, sir. But yeah, man, I'm gonna fucking put that on my list. I'm gonna watch that today.
Well, again, I think I saw a trailer to the original maybe once and didn't.
Dude, someone turned up at my house with a DVD on it once, and they were like, "Hey, watch this film. It's Invisible Man." I went, "All right."
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about this film, the Dishonored.
Oh, Disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. You know what? The storyline reminds me of a lot of a film with Diane Kruger in it called Special Forces. It's a French film with her and Jimon Hunsu.
Oh, just like the guy from Gladiator.
Yeah, the guy from fucking Guardians Galaxy as well. First one.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? He was wasted in that.
He was. You're right.
Really wasted in that film, because I remember seeing him in the trailer and they put him for a split second. Why have a actor like that in such a small role?
The thing is, maybe they just didn't see him as a big actor. Do you know what? It's kind of like, why would you have Michael J. White play such a small role in Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Same thing, right? Why? But Michael J. White's role in Dark Knight was a lot smaller than fucking Digimon Hunsu's. Anyway, the point is, the storyline for this film kind of reminds me of that Special Forces team with a Special Forces team trying to get back to. I think they're trying to get to Pakistan or Afghanistan. They have to walk all the way. They're stranded and they're looking after this journalist who played by Diane Kruger. It's a very good film, but yeah. I'm gonna check this film out. If they're doing a remake, depends. I haven't seen the original, so I don't know. Sometimes you kind of like, why don't you just leave it alone?
Yeah.
Well, just leave it the fuck alone. You know, or come up with your own fucking original idea. You pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the thing is, right,
and they'll flog it off as a fucking original idea. That's the worst thing about it.
Well, the thing is, I think just the fact that James Mangold has highlighted that he wants to do this, has put a spotlight on that particular film, and as John Campia says, sometimes that helps the original film out more than shining a light on this new remake. So in some ways it could be better, it could be good for whatever.
Put it this way, I mean, like exactly what Joe just said. A RoboCop remake came out. A lot of people pissed and moaned about it, but a lot of people got introduced to RoboCop. Those lot of people, or a fraction of those people, or a certain percentage of those people, went and sought out good RoboCop because of that movie.
I like the movie.
But I'm giving it as an example. When we talk about RoboCop in general, no one talks about that movie.
Oh yeah,
they talk about good RoboCop. So there's good and bad, you know.
True.
There's good and bad. I mean, like, I used to be like, oh my god, remakes of this movie and that movie. I watched Let Me In. Fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm.
But that introduced me to
Let the Right One In.
Exactly. Better movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong, whenever they announce a remake of something that I hold dear, Ghostbusters, you know, I'm going to have, like, that little, no, don't do it. But depending on the IP or what the film is, sometimes I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's a foreign film that needs a bigger audience, I've stopped caring because I know I've still got that foreign film that I'm going to watch that I know is awesome, and then hopefully people that watch the remake might come and watch this one too. You know? Because some people like to watch the original before they see the remake. Like, oh, I heard of that. Let me check this one out. And then work with the girl with the dragon tattoo, because everyone loves those movies. But
I wasn't mad at the first one.
Yeah.
I'm not. Is there another one? I mean, is there another? Hold on. Is there another American remake?
They're about to make the girl that kicked. Not kicked the hornet's nest. It's a new of.
They've. It's not part of the original trilogy.
I know.
I'm explaining to Leo though. It's not part of the original trilogy. It's basically the author wrote 3 books, and then obviously you know what publishers do. They do their own sequels. Well, it's the Hollywood movie's based on one of the publisher's books, basically. I don't know the name of it, but they've recast the Daniel Craig character and the
dragon tattoo.
The dragon tattoo girl.
That rape scene in that film's harsh, man. The first one.
But remakes. Yeah.
On a side note, just because I've been looking at it, I was just curious. Hollow Man was a really big success.
Yeah, it was.
It domestically made. Okay, so the budget for it was. I'm looking on Box Office Mojo for people that want to know, because these are sort of the best figures to get. The budget for this movie was $95 million. Domestically, it made $73.2 million. Foreign made 117 million.
Yeah,
which is total budget. It made back its budget and another 100 million on top. So a total of $119,213.455.
Wow,
fucking money, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but that was the girl in the spider's web. That's
right.
What the film is going to be called. I can't remember what we were talking about now.
We were talking about remakes. The remake of Disorder.
Yes, yeah. So that's coming out, and James Mangold's going to be directing it. Don't know who's going to be starring in it. Haven't talked about. Well, the page I was looking didn't really talk about that. I'm guessing I see a picture of a. Together. I'm guessing Josh Brolin will have something to do with that. But yeah, I guess Mangold's going strong after Logan because Logan made bank. So yeah, I guess James Mangold could do anything he wants now. Okay, so on the next story is Ivan Reitman wants to connect the Ghostbusters universe together. Hence why he's going to be doing, or wants to do, a new one or something.
Yeah,
aware of this story.
Yeah, him and Dan Aykroyd have kind of been very vocal about how they've been sidelined in any of the creative decisions with the reboot and stuff. They're obviously unhappy. They're still trying to make another Ghostbusters something, but Ivan Reitman, he kind of wants to do a sequel to the reboot that came out, but include the original Ghostbusters as their original characters. How do you feel about this, Leo?
I've played the Ghostbusters 3 game. That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's canon.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
Joe,
don't remake it. No one's asking for it. Leave it alone.
It's not a remake. It's a sequel.
Whatever. Leave it alone. Don't want to. Look, you ain't got the sequel because Egon's dead. Right? Is that right? Egon? Yeah, Egon's dead. Leave it alone. We don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just leave it the fuck alone.
I think they had their chance and they blew it.
Yeah,
they had their chance. It's like. Who's
the black chick? Who's the black chick who moved this whole fucking thing up about Milo Yiannopoulos? Who's the black chick in Ghostbusters?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, you good? Fuck that. Do you know who the black chick is?
I've forgotten the name.
The one who got really mad at Milo Yiannopoulos for saying some shit.
Oh, is that the one that's in SNL?
Yeah, dumb cunt.
Something Jones.
Hold on, I'm bringing up her name. Leslie Jones.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Fuck you, you dumb cunt. Like, because of that controversy, that's what made people not want to watch that movie.
Really?
That's why I didn't want to watch it. Well, I don't know, but I can't speak for anybody else. I'm going to speak for myself. I didn't want to watch it because she couldn't take a joke, and she couldn't take criticism. So all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. It must be shit. If you're like, you get so fucking fanboyish about it. I was like, I bet it does suck. And all of a sudden, I stopped caring. I never watched it, nor do I want to watch it. If it was on television, I'm like, nah, change it. Change it. Put fucking Rick and Morty on.
Oh, that's even better.
Exactly. Anyway, that's my opinion. I'm not going to rant about it too much, but fuck that movie. Fuck the sequel. Make Drake 2.
Yeah, I really don't. I'm not bothered.
Yeah,
anymore.
No one cares. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, why are they doing it? Nobody asked for this.
I don't understand why. Like, obviously, like Ivan Reitman and Dan Aykroyd want to keep making Ghostbusters movies. That's apparent. Sony kind of like put the kibosh on those two's ideas.
Does Bill Murray give a shit?
Bill Murray doesn't give no shit.
Then no one gives a shit.
No one
Simple
gives no shits. It's like, put it this way. I've always said this quite vocally. Like, no Bill Murray, no dice.
That's it.
You know what
I agree.
I think they could actually make a Ghostbusters movie without Egon. If you had all those original guys back, create a story around that. But it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And second of all, these guys cameoed in that Ghostbusters movie. Bill Murray got blackmailed for whatever reason to cameo in this movie. Look it up. That's all I'm going to say. But, like, how can you do a sequel with these guys being the same guys when you've already introduced them as other characters in this universe? It's backwards.
I know.
It's the biggest backpedal I've ever heard if it happens.
It's because that film's shit. I only watched it and I know it's shit. Everyone keeps telling me it's shit. But everyone I respect in their opinion said it's shit. So.
But in my honest opinion with Ghostbusters, and I'll meet people halfway here, alright? He's giving me a face, someone else gave me a face when I said this. Look, I work in the cinema and
worked.
I'm still there one day a week.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. I want, as a movie, as beginning, middle, end, it's not a bad movie. It's a bad Ghostbusters movie. Okay?
But that's the important thing. You can't name it Ghostbusters.
No. What I'm trying to say is that there's a whole generation of kids that didn't grow up on Ghostbusters.
Not my niece and nephews.
Yeah, I know. Maybe not your niece and nephews.
Yeah, there are some exceptions.
You're cool Uncle Joe. And you're cool Uncle Leo, I would imagine. I
have no nieces or nephews.
But you're cool Father Leo. I'm sure they're going to grow up on,
I kid watches old school Power Rangers now.
There you go. But there's a whole group of kids that, like Peter, that was on this podcast. Peter...
the Oriental dude.
Yeah, Peter that I work with. He'd never seen Ghostbusters, ever. Never seen it. His girlfriend never seen Ghostbusters. His boys had never seen Ghostbusters.
Because they're 12.
No, they're 22, 23.
That was being pedantic.
But they've...
You notice that every time you talk about somebody when they're completely younger than you call them 12.
Yeah.
It's always 12. Always.
But anyway, they've never seen Ghostbusters. They went to see the recent one. They came out. They loved it. They turned around to me. They goes, "We don't understand why you don't like it, Sash. It was really funny." And you know what? I know a lot of other people that share that same opinion. That film had an audience, a limited audience, mind you, that actually really enjoyed the movie. The movie as itself, yeah, it was a good movie. But for me, which shares both of you guys' sad face that you're pulling at the moment, but for
I'm
me,
not pulling any face.
Well, he totally is.
No, I'm not. I'm just waiting to destroy this.
For me personally, as a Ghostbusters fan or someone that grew up on the IP, I gave no shits. You know what I mean? I gave no shits.
The problem with the film is that
it was a cash grab.
It wasn't just a cash grab. It was also, it made men look stupid.
Yeah.
If we make women look stupid in films, we get told off. Even if they act like stupid people, right? Like if the character's supposed to be really stupid. But they made men look stupid in that film, and it became more of about women and women doing this. Like, no. See, when you're trying to drive a hidden agenda, in a film, that's where it fails, right? Black Panther is not trying to drive a race agenda, right? Yeah. It's just telling a fucking story from from the perspective of where it exists in the comic book universe, right? But if it's trying to push a fucking like racial, all that bullshit, that no one cares about because they do. Well, that's the problem.
I know.
You get what I'm saying?
I know the context.
Right. Okay. About. Then all of a sudden it becomes about that and not about the fucking film, right?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, the originals, weren't trying to push a political agenda, a social agenda. They're making a fucking movie about dudes who fucking bust ghosts.
Yeah.
Simple as, right? This film was not a film about women who bust ghosts. This was a film about women being empowered and fucking taking control, and let's get all the comedians together that are hot right now and put them together and make it a women troupe, or even from the point it was announced, so like Ghostbusters are going to be women. Like, no, Ghostbusters should just be Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
that's what it should be. It just so happened that in the 80s it were men.
Yeah,
because those were predominantly there was predominantly more male actors than there were women, and those are the stars that you could put together at that time. But there are so many more stars you could have put together now with such a more diverse level of comedy and seriousness and drama, but they picked women specifically to drive that agenda home because they're targeting a specific audience of women because they want to do it in women empowering. And we've done Spies and that was funny, so we're going to do that's the problem. It was driving this agenda home and it made men look stupid because you look at, like, I've seen the outtakes with what's his name, fucking Hemsworth, and they make him like a fucking idiot. It's like, no, they didn't make the other chick in the other ones look like an idiot.
Janine, she was
spot on. She was the one who fucking reined them in.
Yeah.
So why this? What, am I not allowed to throw a public outcry because I'm a man? Do you see? And all of a sudden, I'm talking about different issues.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the movie because all these other things surrounded the film.
Yeah.
And that's why the film bombed. It's because you drove the agendas.
And it cost like $80 squillion.
Yeah, your point was the agenda and the social agendas and political agendas, and not the fact that it's a fucking movie and it's supposed to be fun for people to watch. It's supposed to tell a narrative for us all to have a good time.
Yeah,
and that's what that film wanted to do, but it couldn't do it because it was overshadowed by everything else. Because you made a whole big deal, and because Leslie, whatever her fucking name is,
Jones,
Leslie Jones threw a whole bitch fit at Milo Yiannopoulos, and he was hot at that time. Because, he was fucking hitting the political agendas left and right as well. It became a whole separate thing. So then people drew a line in the sand and said, I'm not going to like Ghostbusters, I am going to like Ghostbusters. And the people that went to see it either loved the originals and loved the new one, or hated the originals and loved the new one, or vice versa, loved the originals and hated the new one. It's just, they drew this line in the sand. Anyway, that's what I'm done with ranting.
Yeah.
That's my point. Move on. Next.
I really don't have much to say about this. Is that good luck to him?
Yeah. Good luck, Ivan. Good luck. Try to fuck it out.
Well, I mean, if there's any person I don't blame, it's Ivan Reitman.
Yeah. It's his and Aykroyd's baby. You know what I mean?
Sony more or less booed them out. And so, if
it's the same cunts that are trying to fucking do the Spider-Man shit.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking cunts.
What, right, the Venom universe?
Yeah. It's the same fucking cunts.
It's so stupid it does not work without Spider-Man, so I just don't understand.
It's like, guys, if you know what? If I ever worked at Sony and I was like a head dude that just come in, I'd be like, hey, what's your resume? You got Ghostbusters on this. What part did you play in Ghostbusters? Well, you got fuck all to do with the Marvel shit, because this movie is a fucking bomb. Okay, so you need to get this bomb and get out the fucking building. Like, literally, I mean, like, fuck. Look, I guarantee you Spider-Man's going to make $1 billion, okay? Guarantee it, okay? And once that $1 billion comes in, see this Venom movie and shit, it's just going to be like, whoa, were you behind Ghostbusters? You have any creative input in that? Well, you need to fuck off, because we got $1 billion.
Wouldn't it be funny if Spider-Man flopped?
Oh man, if it flopped,
I would laugh.
God.
If it made if it made less Amazing Spider-Man money,
oh wow,
I would laugh in your face
and
so hard.
I would cry
because I actually really love. I've already explained the reasons why.
Yeah.
But I love the Amazing Spider-Man films, and if the new Spider-Man film flops, I'm gonna find you. Right, and I'm going to laugh. I'm gonna laugh, and I'm not gonna laugh hard. I'm just gonna go, ha ha, just like that, in your face, so hard. And I'm hoping it does, just so that minuscule chance that I get to do that. Anyway, Old but new?
I'll just be like, fuck you, man.
There's no old but new.
No old but new? I was going to say mummy.
No, there's we've gone over time. Yeah, that's the end of the news. We're going into the films that are opening this week in the UK, and we start off with we have Churchill, The Gifted, and Nails. Nails, I know, is a horror film, but it's very low key. It's not been advertised at all.
There's nobody in it, I know.
Yeah, it's if you see the trailer, you'll understand. Yeah, it's a very low key film. I think it's a horror film that was made for like $1 million or something. So it hasn't got a big budget. There's nothing really coming out this week. It's quite an empty week. So whatever big films are in the cinema at the moment will get a chance to shine in terms of the space that it has. Then you have Gifted. And Gifted is a Mark Webb film with Chris Evans, who people will know as Captain America. I actually didn't know this was coming out over here, but
yeah, I knew about it. Looks good. Trailer looks good.
Yeah, that comes out this week as well, and because it's had no advertising, I can't see it doing well.
It's a shame.
But yeah, and then you have Churchill, which has Brian Cox as Churchill. And Miranda Richardson as his wife. I can't remember her.
I always laugh because when people say Brian Cox, I automatically go to scientist Brian Cox.
Oh, right.
Before I go to the other Brian Cox.
Yeah.
So when you say Brian Cox, I immediately start thinking skinny scientist Brian Cox is Churchill, and I go, no, he's talking about the actor Brian Cox.
Yeah. So you right?
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, those are the films that are coming out this week. I can't say I'm particularly interested in all of them. If I have the time to go see one, I guess I would see probably Gifted. Churchill or Gifted.
Churchill over Gifted?
I would rather see Churchill, to be honest, purely because the only thing I know about Churchill is that and Second World War. I'd like to know more because I heard he's quite an interesting character in terms of his other interests. So I would like if they put that in the film. I'd like to see
that. Churchill once, so there's that.
I know what film you're talking about as well.
Yeah.
That film was actually pretty funny.
I didn't like it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I liked the dark humor about it. It was silly.
I never saw it.
Okay. Well, yeah, those are the films that are coming out this week. Not really much to kick around. To be honest, anything that gives aliens some breathing space, please do. Yeah, on from that to your favourite film, 20 Questions, and it's your turn to
pick a film.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in on this, or is it just me and him?
It's up to him if he wants to participate.
I'll be involved.
You're fine. Jumping in?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Okay. All right. When you're ready.
Okay, so you know how the rules work. So, how this works, because I haven't really played this in a while. Okay, so Leo has a film that he's got written down somewhere, and we have 20 questions to ask him, and he can say yes or no to what we ask him, and that will give us a clue into what film he has on his screen or has written down. So yeah, I guess whenever you're ready. You're ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so is this film set in...
This will be quite easy, I think. I'm going to go easy on you today.
Okay, cool. Is this film set in the... Is it set before... Well, no, sorry. Was it made before the 2000s?
No.
Okay, so it's this side of the century then. So that was one. Are you going to note down the question? How many?
I could do, yeah.
I'll do myself.
Go on, you do it, go.
Okay. Is this film... does this film have any... does this film have an ensemble cast?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
All right. Does this film have a famous actor or actress?
Yes.
Okay. Does this film have a famous director?
I have to just double check that. Hold on.
Okay.
I wouldn't say famous, but you definitely know the director's work.
I see. Okay.
Does it involve superheroes?
No.
Okay. 5 questions. Is this director still making films?
Hold on. I'm just checking the director's filmography. The director has, I can tell you this, 7 upcoming projects.
Holy
has
cow.
worked in both movies and TV.
Okay. Is this director young?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, I'll give you the director's age. 67.
Oh. And he only started making films at the turn of the century?
No, that's not what I said. That's not what you asked me.
Okay. Ah. It's got to be Spielberg. Is the director's name Steven Spielberg?
Is that a question?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Don't look for actors that are 67, that directors that are 67. I gave you a hint for free.
There's so many. Does this movie that you were guessing, does it have a famous composer doing the soundtrack?
No, I mean it's not a major point
on
that, if that makes sense. It's not like a.
Well, because I know soundtracks as well, so I usually try to get them through the back
Okay,
door.
fine. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, and I'll just check for you. Right. Okay, the composer is well known is known for movies, but not necessarily massive movies all the time.
Okay.
He's had a few hits, but it's not like a Hans Zimmer or anything else like that.
Okay. Okay.
Like you wouldn't. I don't think you'd be able to just name it off the top of your head.
Don Davis.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Is that a question? You just used that. Oh, don't try to sly away from that one.
I didn't phrase it as a question. I just said Don Davis and you said no.
So you asked me something and I responded.
No, I just said Don Davis.
Cool, right, no way. I'll make it more difficult for you, man. Shit. I'll be a lot less vague. A lot more vague, sorry.
Okay. So I've used up 10 questions now.
Would you like a hint?
Is this an action film?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this a sequel?
No.
Okay.
Would you like a hint?
Yes.
We have talked about this movie today.
Director Doug Liman.
Sorry?
Doug Liman.
Is that a question?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Is this film Mission Impossible 2?
No.
Okay. 14 questions.
Would you like another hint?
Sure.
I don't know, you asked me. I'm asking you, would you like another one?
Yeah.
We have talked about the actor today. Now, actor could mean man or woman, but we have talked about the actor today.
Cool. It's definitely a guy.
In length.
Okay. So I think I'm close.
Are you?
Yeah.
There's 6 questions left and 1 hint.
I think I'm close. Okay. Is the actor in the film that's out today or that came out yesterday? Or is he in The Mummy?
No.
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Sorry?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
What he said
is the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
It's not.
No.
Because I already asked if it was Doug Lyman.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, you just wasted that question, Satch.
Sorry.
Can I have another clue?
Do you want a last one?
Yeah.
Okay. How many questions you got left?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to think of something that's not... If I just give you the actor's name, I think you'll just get it from there.
Probably.
Yeah.
In fact, is this film famous?
Sorry?
This film that we're trying to guess, is it very famous?
Define famous.
If I went up to someone fairly savvy on the street, would they be able to? Okay.
No.
Okay, so it's set after the 2000s.
Do you still want that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think I've been against
This actor recently had a very public breakup.
I think I know who the actor is, I just don't know what film it is.
I'll give you a free one. Who do you think the actor is?
Tom Cruise.
Nope.
Oh, Angelina Jolie.
Sorry?
Angelina Jolie.
Yep.
Okay.
I knew it from ages without that, but I just was... That's why I said Mr. and Mrs., but I can't think. Tomb Raider?
No.
No.
Is that a question, yeah? Yeah? Well, yeah, it is.
Right, yeah,
how many questions you got left? 2.
Oh, wait! No, I think I got it.
I've got 2 questions left.
I think I got the film. Salt.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
Because you said it was action movie. I know we talked. I know you said Tomb Raider. I was like, did he say Salt? Yeah, he did say Salt, and yeah, there we go.
So,
but I knew it was her like ages ago, but I wasn't 100% sure. So.
Oh. Okay.
I tried to. I didn't want to be mean. I actually, but you know, my 2 between that was that and John Wick.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I probably would have got John Wick because I like that film.
Not with the questions you asked.
I probably would have got John Wick.
What question do you think you asked me there would have defined John Wick to you?
It's usually the again I go
because you asked me if it was action.
Yeah.
You asked me if it was. Look, I've just remembered the main crucial questions. Action, and was it made recently?
Yeah.
Right, but you also didn't specify. Was it set recently?
No, I don't like to ask those questions because it gets me into a tangent and I'm all over the place.
Was it made recently? And then I specified actor. He was smart enough to define it as woman. But you kept on going straight for man, so that would have gotten Keanu Reeves.
Right.
But then you didn't ask me any other defining questions because John Wick isn't an all-star ensemble cast.
Yeah.
So like some of the questions you didn't ask me, like maybe if I had given you different answers, it would have led you down a different way. But who knows?
Because whenever I tried to play this game myself, I was going the unconventional routes like soundtrack and score and maybe director or whatever. Because there's actors have been on laser films, so I just tried to that's the way I think anyway.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, no, it was good though. It was good. Yeah. Satch got it in the end. He pulled it through.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna fuck it again. That's why I was like, does he want to say what he says first, or like, you know what I mean? But
no, good. That was you bamboozled me really very well. Okay, well, that is it. That is the end of this podcast. Thank you, Leo, for participating. Leo, where can the people listen to you?
You will find me on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud. What's the Damage podcast? My latest podcast out with Matthew Topping, comedian, really funny dude. We get real deep on that, so it's quite good. And then obviously What's the Damage at Gmail, damage with 2 M's, guys, at gmail.com. And any message you want to send me, guys, and feel free to go there. You'll find me on Instagram, Mr. Ovaltine Jenkins, and then you'll also find me on Facebook at What's the Damage podcast. There you go.
Cool. And Satch, when can the guys find your content?
On Sashman3 on Twitter.
Okay, and you can find this podcast and anything relating to it on YouTube, Twitter, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, all under Zedos Gang. Again, if you want to listen to stuff individually, I've put everything in the description, so you can. It's an easy link to anyone that's been on the podcast. So yeah. Again, feel free to ask questions, email, do what you want, essentially. But yeah, on iTunes, please give us a. I actually don't even know how it works on iTunes in terms of liking the show. Is it a thumbs up? Is it giving us stars?
Ratings. I think it's rating a star.
Right. Whatever you do on that, and however you rate the show, please do that and give us a thumbs up or a star rating, whatever, or however it works, and that would be great for me. And do the same on YouTube. Just give us a thumbs up and a like and subscribe to it if you're already not. And leave comments in the comment section if you want to as well. And yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys once again. Thank you everyone for listening, and this has been the Zedos Gang, and we're out.